James, are we live? And hello, everybody, and welcome to the SA20 final. I'm your host or co-host Daniel, and we have other host.
I'm Stu,
and we'll be taking you ball by ball through. We're having a relaxing afternoon, which may or may not heat up depending on how the cricket goes. So yeah, kick back with us, enjoy. It's gonna be fun, long haul. If you haven't seen, the Sunrisers won the toss and have chosen to bowl in an unchanged team from the semi-final, and the change for the Pretoria Capitals is that they've brought in my captain Wayne Parnell. Thoughts, Stu? What are you thinking here? What are your predictions first off? I mean, we can see your affiliation to the Orange Boys.
I'm definitely an Eastern Cape Sunrisers fan over here. But yeah, I think Parnell coming back is really big for them. I think he's just as a captain, he's been immense. In terms of predictions, I would love to say the Sunrisers.
You got to go underdog.
Yeah, and I mean, come on.
Yeah. We both got a bit of heritage in the EC and about zero affiliation to Pretoria, so it's a bit of a no-brainer. And the Eastern Cape also have Sasanda Magala in their team, so there's that. But we'll try to keep this commentary as neutral as possible. But
we just want a good match of cricket.
Yeah,
I think this tournament's been amazing. So a great final will cap it off.
Absolutely.
But bummed it wasn't yesterday. I was in great spirits, ready to go yesterday. But I'm glad they actually made the decision. I think it would have been a bit crap if it was a stop-start game or had to finish it today.
No one wants to see a flipping final with 12 overs.
No.
Like it's not Hong Kong sixes. But I think also massively noticeable, like bowling on a flipping bull ring pitch in a final, like you wouldn't ever have seen that. But I think the rain has definitely come into play.
Definitely.
But here we go.
Let's see. First ball.
Sasanda Magala opening, Full Salt and Kusal Mendes. They've been a very good partnership, especially towards the latter half of this tournament. Let's see how they start. That's first 4 runs, crushed. 4 runs through the covers, Full Salt, not hanging around. Done a little bit of international cricket as Full Salt. Hasn't burst onto the UK scene, but he's had a fair bit to play in this, as straight out of the middle though.
That's a good shot.
A little bit short of a length from Sasanda. No real swing, it didn't look like. But the pitch looks immaculate.
Could be a high scoring game.
It looks like an absolute road. So let's hope the Sunrisers made a good decision here.
Mendes, good replacement for Will Jacks.
Very good. He's been unreal. Oh no, he's out! He's gone, second ball! Sasanda and Full Salt, as soon as ball went to the boundary, he's just picked out the man at square leg, just like Faf did in the semi-final. Short ball, trying to pull, trusting the wicket maybe too much, or just didn't get on top of it. I haven't seen the pace of the ball yet, but I mean straight into the breadbasket. That's massive.
Sure.
Sasanda breaks through
for the Sunrisers.
They'll be very happy with that. I don't know if you saw Sasanda's celebration when he got off Faf in the semi.
It was pumped.
No, he. Oh no! Not a no ball. Oh no, he hasn't.
That's
I was wondering why it was so muted.
That's millimeters.
Oh, that is brutal. It's always one of those where you can just see Salt scoring a 50 here of like 20.
One chance, yeah.
Oh, that is. They still got wicket as on the screen there, but oh no, that. Oh, that's tough. I think that's a ball. It's like the try yesterday. James Lowe. Oh, good ball. Yorker just knocks it just for one to mid on.
Being an EC fan, that was definitely behind the line.
Yeah. No, from a neutral perspective.
That is a massive call.
That is so close. I mean, you can see why it was given, but when you put on your orange tinted glasses, you can't believe that it has been given. Shame. I think just mentally that's quite tough, knowing that you could have been a breakthrough, you know. Now all of a sudden they're 6 off the first 2 balls.
As you said, Sol could go and score a 50 now, but I think let's just for the Sunrisers, they need to get probably Sol quite early. I think Mendes can also very easily snack a 40.
Yeah, I mean he scored 80 2 games ago. He didn't. I don't think either of them really scored runs in the semi. But they both. The thing is about this Capital side, they've just dovetailed. Like there's always been someone to stand up. They haven't really had to worry about one type of batsman on his legs, pushed away. Looks like a quick outfield, quite surprisingly. But I think that's Brandon Cast is chasing it down, and he does. They're going to come back for
3, I think.
3.
Yeah.
Great start to the over for Capitals.
I think 170 par is looking might be under par. I think they need probably 190 to 200 on this pitch.
It wasn't even a pull shot. It was more of a flick off the pad, and he just picked out Jordan Herman. I mean, when they show a Noble replay that many times, you know it's close. Shame. Let's see if he can bring this back here. I think if he gets him out now, they'll be even more pumped.
Yeah.
Always down leg is going to be wide. Cummins is under. Not too much swing, though.
No.
He's been getting a lot of swing.
142. He can move.
Cranking it. Not to worry about any fitness tests here, as long as he can keep bowling in the 140s.
He's done incredibly well. To be at two seasons ago, he was not in the best of shape. To say it nicely.
Yeah.
But he's really, I think, come back nicely and probably deserves a few more caps for the Proteas.
100%. I think he's definitely one of his most clutch bowlers. He's shown his value in this IPL. I guess with lots of fast bowlers, when they get it wrong, they go for lots.
Yeah.
You know, he's not one of those who just holds up an end. Like he is your strike bowler. You bring him in to get wickets. A bit like Unrecht, although Unrecht's just been in a class of his own recently, that he's actually not going for too many runs. But you can see how the fast bowlers do go for runs. And I think the Wanderers is notorious for big totals. There has been rain, but speaking of rain, thank you for sponsors, Rain Mobile. Yeah, second last ball. Feels like this over's been going on. Straight on drive. Beats the fielder, Brandon Cast. And that is 4 runs. It looks like they can trust the bounce of the wicket, eh?
It's just turning out to be a big over.
Jeepers, 15, and there's still a ball to come. Just shows what fine margins of a no ball. All of a sudden, you have a new person at the wicket. You get to bowl a couple new dot balls with the nerves hanging about. Just hasn't really found a length. Hasn't bowled 2 similar balls in a row.
That was too full. That was
a half volley.
Thank you. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, last ball. Oh, it traps him up a little bit. No, sneak through 4 singles. 16 off the first. I think what's so important for batting teams in the power play, you often feel you have to capitalize so much that if you don't early on, you start pushing at things, which is when you lose 2-3 wickets, which can lead to those middle overs being quite slow and quite tentative. Whereas, I mean, they haven't really they're not forcing runs, they're playing bad balls in the right areas and getting reward for it. So, just big over.
I think the Sunrisers have often gone for quite a few runs at the beginning. And they've had Rudolph come in those middle overs and tidy things up quite nicely. But I think, going for 80 off the first 6 overs really sets the batting team up for a big score. And even if you have Rudolph on another,
100%.
It's going to be hard to restrict them.
Yeah, I think also sometimes when you get off to such a hot start, as a batsman coming in, it's almost like, well, I don't have a right to play myself in because we have so many wickets in hand and we've been doing so well. I may as well throw a bat at it, which can lead to these mini collapses. But they're going with the second one of Marco Jansen. He's actually probably loaded up with the bat a bit more than the ball.
I think definitely.
It's been quite expensive, but I mean, everyone knows the talent he is. Catch him! Straight up. It looks long though. That could be 6.
Yeah.
I think it is. It is 6, and it's a 1 bounce catch.
No catch
in the fan.
What have you thought of the Betway catch at 2 million?
I mean, frustrated that every time I went to the stand, none came my way. But Yeah, the class of players who've been catching them has been unbelievable. I mean, I think half of them have actually been at in Pretoria. I think it's because of the grass banks. It means that when someone sees it up in the air, you see them running for, they're covering 10 meters before they take the catch sometimes. It's not just in the breadbasket. Whereas within the seats, it could fall to anyone. Whereas the grass, someone's calling it's mine and they're diving across someone else and making sure it's theirs. But they've been great.
I think it's really brought the fans more into the game. Like you're not even watching the game,
especially when they cranked it up to 2 mil. They realized there were people weren't interested in just 100,000 rand. What is that going to do for me? I want 200,000 rand.
I could do it with 100,000.
I'd say.
Mendes chasing a wide one outside off.
6 off the first, and then backed it up with 2 dots. A good start. Bit unlucky with the first shot marker. This one's a little bit short of a length because Mendes trying to almost heave it over cover to no avail.
He doesn't like moving his feet much.
No, his hands just follow that ball. Yeah. I think he's a ball striker. I think these subcontinental players, they just fiddling outside. It's a good channel there for Janssen. First one maybe a little bit straight, which ended up being the top edge, but good shot. I mean, good bowling. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a perfect day there up in Jersey. It doesn't look like there's any cloud cover enough to warrant any worries about rainfall. The bull ring is looking full, and almost every single person there would have liked to have been wearing yellow today.
Of course. Another one outside off.
Yeah, that's the channel. But short of a length. I think he likes it quite full, does Mendes. He's not really when it's tucking him up a little bit, he's not really being able to throw his hands at it. He's trying to play that through covers, but it's on, full stump outside off, so it's hard to get that away. I wonder if they have a third man, because the Nick there is probably flying over, but they do have a slip. Let's see if he can finish up his over well. I think 6 from it, considering the first ball, or it's a bit straight again. Off the pads, it's just a single. So Casal Mendes will keep strike. 142 clocks an hour though, so both openers they're not shying away.
That was a great recovery from Janssen after first ball going for 6.
Massive. And I think also now you're looking at Mendes, he was probably he was 9, he was 14 off he would have been 8 off 3. It was not 14 off 9. So there's that when you start looking at your balls catching up to your runs, it's never great. I think you can worry about it less when you're setting, where you don't have an exact run rate in mind. No one's exactly sure what the ideal score is until both teams bat. They were saying that massively for the Sunrisers, like you ended up scoring 214. Had they batted first and chasing 214, they almost never would have got there. Just that pressure. This is big though. They're bringing in Ruloff in the 3rd over.
They want to break it.
See if they can turn it square. I think this is why they wanted to bowl first. I think they believe there's turn in the wicket, and there is.
There certainly is.
Cheapers that is turned square. I like this call though. I think it's not a bad idea.
You got to bring in your best wicket taker.
Got to bring it in. I think they've seen it get off to a bit of a flyer. See Rudolph, he just puts it so consistent, no run there, 2 dots to begin with, and this is now them bringing back this power play a little bit from the Sunrisers. Now we've seen this is now 7 dots in a row. I know it was bar the leg by 1 run in 7 balls, 8 balls. Let's see Rudolph, very straight, but he can only block it. They'll come through for quick singles.
That's cheeky.
Yeah, good running though. I think good backing up. We haven't had really any talk of the Mancat, hey? I don't think I can't recall ever seeing a South African Mancat. Someone.
Really an Aussie would do that.
Yeah, Aussie or Ashwin. or Ashwin versus Aussie.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that would be great. The only thing that can spice it that series more would be in a test match. Someone who's on 190 runs. Just take off the bails. Cheers. And it's not above Ashwin. Everyone knows that. That is very clear. He's turning it square a little bit short. There should be a man out there in just a single. Tristan Stubbs. Can you guess why his number is number 30?
He likes to score on average 30 runs.
It has been his highest score, and he scored probably 5 30s this tournament. But apparently, it's his lowest golf score through 9 holes.
Sure.
Jeez, he's turning squares up. Oh!
He slipped there.
He could have gone anywhere. I don't think he was getting close to it, to be honest. They come back for 2. Good over, though.
Markham looks a bit.
I wonder if there was a slip there. Could he have got there? Could be wet outfield. Let's see. I mean, it's spoons it. I don't think he was getting there, though. Unless, I couldn't really see what his
We need the angle from behind.
Last ball, the over straight.
Surely.
Probably going down leg.
I think there might be some cover there.
I didn't see any turn. It's probably a bit high and wide down leg.
No review. They clearly know there's
nothing much there. Okay, Bartman coming in. Interesting. I think all these pace bowlers, barring Janssen, are right arm in swingers. Bartman, Kars, and Sunder. So interesting. I guess they're not really bringing. I wonder if they'll have slips in play now for these induckers. Bartman's been getting really good swing.
Doesn't look like they've got any slips in there.
I think they do.
Looks like a wide.
Interesting though. Only they've gone one bowler each, not just letting the batsman settle. Maybe. I mean, each of them are really. I guess there was that unfortunate over from Sasunda, but they pulled it back. The first over going for I think 16 to 27 after 3. It's very good. The average of 18, economy of 10, best of 3 for 45. I wouldn't mind 3 wickets today.
Yeah.
Sure, he wouldn't either. Let's see how he goes. He's on strike to full salt. He's on 7 of 5.
27 for none.
Just 1 down to third man there. I think I'll just get the single. I think also, more so outside of the power play, but that rotation of strike is massive.
So key.
Let's see this. It actually did turn.
Turn a bit.
Probably going over,
sweep.
Bit over the top. Not that far though, for how disinterested they were.
Good decision not to review.
Yeah. Do they get 1 review?
2.
2. Seems like a lot for T20.
It does.
Oh, good ball, the Yorker. Again, get it down past. Will there be 2 there? Yeah, good running. Just taking enough off it that the third one's actually running so far. Didn't really get to it. Run rate at 9 and over. 2 good first balls from Bartman. They've done well. I think you'd rather get that one just a bit outside off than on middle and leg, because middle and leg they can kind of just throw arms at it and they work their pace through the leg side. I think the mind 1s and 2s in a power play, especially with these batsmen. They like hitting the ball to the boundary rope.
Goes for the big swing.
Not hanging around. Try to 143 clocks as well. Right, and that's good for him. Sal Mendes, he's not going to be here for a long time. It's either going to be over the boundary ropes, big swing and a miss, or I think a wicket at some point, because he's throwing his arms at it just like he was in the Janssen over. Very tidy from Bartman, just that channel just outside off. Been good so far.
I think it's
bouncing across the stumps.
Did not go where he was looking.
It's mid wicket, or it's a round opportunity. Better throw. I would have been tight. But good 2 there. Jordan Cox, who was keeping until Rossington came in. Rossington's been a good purchase for them. Good implementation. I think they were struggling a little bit with
off the toe there. Oh, you got lucky.
Off the toe. It was
the toe of a bat.
Yeah. Good to state that for our viewers who aren't actually watching. Such a good ball. They do have a slip there.
Yeah.
You generally see the T20 slip between like second and third almost. Kind of
wider. Yeah.
Like generally it's almost that's like their knees.
It's a beautiful ball.
Just trapped them up.
Just can't
let his hands fly when it's that. Great over so far. It'd be great to finish it off. 5 runs from it. Let's see how he finishes here. They've done well after that first over though. It's down leg. It's going to be wide. Well done, Rossington. It's a palm out there.
It's not a way you want to finish your over.
No. Yeah, I mean, you saw the Joburg Sugar Kings. I think their extras amounted to like 36 runs in the semi-final. Essentially lost in the game.
Yeah.
A lot
of no balls, a lot of wides.
A lot of no balls, a lot of wides. Yeah, just I think that Gerald could see at last over. It went for like 26, and it was just look straight up. Will there be someone underneath it?
Markham.
There should be. Simple catch. Who's that? Cast, I think. No, it's Markham. Captain fantastic. First blow. We said Casal Mendes wasn't hanging around. Ended on a 21 of 19. It's not bad. His job is to go out there and throw, the piece of wood at the.
I think it'll be a bit disappointed after the start they had. 21 of 19.
Agreed. No, but good breakthrough, I think, from Sunrise. They did need, after building that pressure post first over, they needed something to go their way, and they've just done that. I think the runs dried up a little bit.
Definitely.
Only one real loose ball in that over from Bartman, so I think he deserves that as well.
True. So that was just a full delivery. Mendes trying to play it straight. Sounded wrong, went straight up to Markham at mid-off. I think the fielding's been really good in this tournament.
It has been.
I don't think it's the standard that South Africa sets themselves. I think we always pride ourselves to be
good fielders,
the best fielders, but I think generally it's been pretty good. Jimmy Nation took some incredible catches.
Yeah. I was watching some of the tournament-based catches. That one from
I think Phil Salt was it Will Jacks?
It was Will Jacks. That was ridiculous.
That
you know what it reminded me of? A very different catch, but the Ben Stokes one at the World Cup.
Oh yeah.
It's like he had no right.
No.
It was just coming in so quickly. It was like the caution ball from Jimmy Nisham. You just put out a hand, and it's like, if it sticks, it sticks. Exactly. But 9 times out of 10, no matter how good you are, you could be 80 for this, and you're not catching that thing.
Rudolph is back.
Is he gone? Yes! I feel like I'm triggered from that first wicket. I'm worried about the
I think Rossington's a bit worried here. Did he test the bails? No.
Did he?
It's Full Salt out.
I'm going to go lead in our third commentator.
This is not the start that Pretoria Capitals will be looking for after the first over going for 15.
That's the wicket,
bro. Clips the off. Bounces mid-length, straightens slightly. Full Salt looks to play it through the covers, misses it, and just nicks off the off stump. So Full Salt's out for 8 of 7. Pretoria Capitals 33 for 2 after 4 overs. They've still got a bit of batting. The Pretoria Capitals, they're back quite deep. Ryder Rousseau in ahead of Tina Sabrain. Interesting.
We have our third co-commentator join us. He had very important business stuff to be doing up until now, but he's with us now. Jim John, so 2 new batsmen, both 0-0. About as good as a comeback as you can.
So,
James, you're a man of orange persuasion today.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Next 3 on this couch.
Yeah. We're trying to be okay, Riley so also is not hanging around. He loves that.
First ball, thank you.
That's 6 or 4?
That's 4. Beautiful sweep.
We're trying to remain agnostic, but our leniency is clear.
Listen, I wouldn't be devastated if the Capitals won.
Really?
Yeah.
A man that's grown up in the Eastern Cape,
the
town of Makanda, just an hour and a half away. What is your affiliation to Pretoria? I guess you did grow up in Jersey.
Beautiful shot. Riley Rousseau. 2 balls back to back. It's a reverse sweep.
Against the spin as well.
Sorry, James.
Bulldogs under pressure.
Yeah, he is good. Flip that right on his head. Yeah, sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I support the Capitals in the IPL.
Me too, Daily Capitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always a daredevil from when AD was there. Yeah. It just made sense. You know?
Do the switcheroo to the World Challenges at one stage, and they had an
Yeah.
incredible team. They had AB, they had
Oh, catch him! It's up! Is there someone out
I don't
there?
know
I don't know if
out
there
there.
is. No, one bounce, 3 fours in a row.
Massive.
He did not get all of that. Riley Rousseau, after having a tough tournament, I think he was the third most expensive player in the auction. Now stepped it up in the semi with, I think, a decent 60 or so, or 50. No, he's 12 off 3. It's all about your big players and big matches.
So exactly why you buy players.
Exactly.
He can change momentum in a heartbeat, this guy.
No, he's stupid. One bounce. I love the ball boys with the helmets. They've just come straight from the skate park. Okay, come on, Bulldog. See if he can bring this back. He's moved across his stump, so well balled. Oh, Rudolph got there. Could have been a tight run out. Brandon.
That's
Yeah,
Carl,
it is
yeah.
Carl, yeah. We're just saying, all the right arm fast bowlers are in-swingers for the Sunrisers, which you don't really see much in cricket.
Yeah.
More often than not, the thing.
He's actually had a decent tournament as well.
Sander. Bartman. Yes, yeah, he's been good.
He's been very economical.
Very economical. He gets the ball to swing like most overs of the game. Interested to see if he ever makes an appearance or if he can back us up in the local circuit. Why he won't get a call up at some stage. I mean, it's not like we're short of good bowlers.
Another boundary.
That's trickling away, drives it, tennis the brain, doesn't just gets an edge. So what's that? I think that's 17 off the over. They did get an important wicket to begin with, but you wouldn't have thought so with the way that these players are going. Yeah, that's big for them. Good power play so far. They've got to be going around 10. It means 2 big overs, 117, 116. The rest just a couple. Yeah, 50 or 5 exactly, 10 and over. So who we got coming in? Colin Ingram. He can score runs, but he'll hold an innings. Hey?
Yeah.
Jimmy Neesham, he can do a bit of anything. He can hold an innings. He's like not quite as good, but almost a Miller type of oak. He can fulfill the role that he needs to. Panel's batting has actually been decent this tournament.
But good to see Panel back in the side.
Yeah, I was
After
surprised.
that mad injury.
Did you see? Like he was hobbling.
He couldn't even run.
Yeah, like I thought that was like a bad tear, and also I didn't think of. Well, ball attacking the stumps. A little bit of swing in towards those pads there. Gets the leading edge, no run. Dot. Mark had a very good first over. It was very tidy. With first ball went for 6. Been good since then.
Covered nicely with 4 dots in the bye.
Yeah, but the only person they brought back to back is Van der Merwe.
Hasn't had the impacts they were hoping. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, sorry.
he got a wicket.
I
I think he just would have fought a little bit. The thing is, as a spinner, especially with a ball striker like Riley Rousseau, if you're bowling in the power play as a spinner and you throw your hands at it, it's probably going to go over the inner ring. So then your 2 fielders outside need to be perfect. I mean, we saw that one. If that's Riley Rousseau out of the power play, there's someone on that boundary catching Rousseau like there. So I think that is your risk. It's like maybe easier to get the ball over the inner ring when it is a spinner. You always see like Adil Rashid come on in that 7th over.
was well on.
Oh, very tidy. Another one single leg by. It's good for Marco. He's been quite expensive, so it's nice to see him tackling him up a little bit. Who do you reckon? Do you reckon Markham and Bavuma are kind of, helping one another or kind of bouncing ideas and stuff like that? Or do you think Bavuma's taking quite a backseat as far as like captaincy or recommendations go?
I think Markham would be wise to use Timber to, I think Timber obviously will let.
I think Tim's one of the best field placement captains.
Very tactical.
Like as when his team that he's captaining is fielding, he's like immaculate. His brain is just so switched on. He's so busy. Then again, also I think so is Mark. We haven't seen that much of him as captain, but I think you can see he's just a guy that everyone just looks at as like a figure whether he's actually captaining or not.
Definitely,
Yeah, he's earned his stripes.
Yeah, he won the World Cup with under 20 team.
Yeah, he's captain with KG. That's when KG was bowling like 145 k's an hour at 18 years old.
That's just
Like, we were like, who is that? He's had a decent career so far. I'd say.
Terrible with SA20. He just did not find form.
Yeah, he struggled there.
Yeah, I think he's such a good bowler, and I think such world-class bowlers is perceived to be amazing, like all format cricketers. I don't think he's that immaculate at T20 cricket. Like he's good. He's a good enough bowler that he's going to make batsmen struggle. He's like fast. I don't think he's never really been an insane T20.
He just doesn't have much variation.
Yeah. He just hits lengths.
He's a ruthless bowler.
He gets wickets with lengths and a bit of swing, movement off the deck, but you don't get that much
shots.
Tends the brain. He looks good when he's hitting the ball.
He's got a very nice technique.
Yeah.
It's luckily.
If you could do that Test cricket, that would be very nice.
Please.
Yeah. Also just had a, I don't know if it was a son or daughter, a child though.
Okay.
What if they're watching? Likely.
Sure.
Hopefully a son and they'll become a Protea one day. Or a woman and they'll become a Protea one day. Speaking of. We were actually all at the Women's World Cup and it was insane. Newlands was like 80% full. Oh, it's going to be a while.
It was, I think, a great advertisement for ladies cricket. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it.
And also,
we didn't win.
No, yeah, came down to the last over. Hopefully the Sunrisers have better chasing than the women's Proteas did that night, particularly. But I mean, this SA tournament and even just that crowd that was there on Friday, like South Africa cricket has no reason not to sport a full stadium if they can see what is brought in when they're marketed in the right way and people have a product. People are clearly willing to come watch and keen to. Oh, that's hit him in the helmet. That would have hit him between the eyes if he didn't have a helmet on. Or was it his glove? Glove onto.
So that's a power play. Sheesh.
56 runs. You'd take that. Did you see that no ball? Sunder, second ball of the innings, got full salt out to no ball.
No, man.
And some very enthusiastic Sunrisers fans might say it wasn't a no ball, but that's not here nor there.
They got him there without him causing too much damage.
They did.
Full salt's been proper this tournament.
He's been very good.
So good.
Good. Also good with the gloves. Never really stepped a foot wrong. I think also it's like I think the South Africans have been amazing this tournament, but they haven't been like the. I think those are all the catches, the one-handed catches.
No way.
That's them all together. I recognize the guy. He's in the Warriors cap.
Yeah.
He was the guy who caught it at PE.
Yes, the first one.
Yeah.
That was a great catch. And he was shocked when he caught it.
That is unbelievable.
If they catch one again, we'll be extremely upset.
I wonder what happens.
Oh, you win again?
Sure. Yeah. With a Betway account, double it. Okay, so Sunder's coming back. Okay, so now that the power play is gone, we've seen a bit of the track. There's been a bit of turn for the spinners. I don't think they only have Rudolph, really. They don't have. I think Markham obviously can bowl a couple.
Yeah. He's also been pretty good. He's taken some very key wickets.
Started the slow ball, worked out to find leg for one.
I was thinking of this Eastern Cape batting lineup the other day, and Magala, depending who you talk to, is often perceived as a bowling all-rounder.
Really?
And he's batting number 11 or 10 or 11 for the Eastern Cape Sunrisers. So these guys have
they do that.
They got.
I think like on paper, you definitely just like you see the Capitals as being stronger, but like I think there are X factor players in the Sunrisers team. Like you saw Markham take it away. Like,
Jansen saved them a couple times.
Yeah,
I mean, 60 scored was phenomenal.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, but as you said, like Sunder can hit a long ball. He's not too scared of much. Rudolph can hold the bat. He's also just a big match player. Should be just one there. Maybe come back. No, just the single with fielding. Yeah, I think the fielding also like not just catching, but like ground fielding has been good. I don't recall that many like silly mistakes. And like decent runouts.
Yeah, and how's Jimmy Neesham been with those catches?
Yeah, we were chatting earlier.
So
incredible.
Good. Like for me, I don't know. Maybe it's hard. We still have the final to play, but who are we thinking play of the tournament? Oof. I think like well, I don't know if it will be Jimmy Neesham, let's say, but he just chips in with something every single game.
Isn't he playing what 4 matches now?
No,
5 matches. He wasn't there from the start.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like he gets either like 30 runs, 2 wickets, or like 2 catches every game.
Yeah.
Might not be all of
No,
them,
that's fair.
so I don't know how many. I don't know if he even has any man of the match awards, but like he's doing a couple of those things.
Yeah.
Like he's changing games. So it's like he can't really remove himself.
Like I think the player of the tournament will be decided like in this
game.
match. So I think if Markram has a good score, then he'll end up being the leading run scorer.
So it could be him and the winning captain.
Yeah, and then if Nokia bowls well,
yeah,
he's
he's
leading wicket taker.
Is he already leading wicket?
Yes, Rudolph could obviously overtake him if Rudolph gets a couple more.
Yeah. So I think the player of the tournament could actually be decided in this match. Like
I agree.
There's some contenders here in this match.
And what about old Wayne Parnell? He's had a decent tournament.
I've been very impressed with him I've been very impressed with him this tournament.
He's his captaincy.
Which no one's really seen him be or
he captained the Protea,
the
Cape Cobras.
That's the
for
sloppy balls,
years.
just under. It's a full one huge drive driven through the colours. No, but you're all right. Yeah, I mean, but he's been fantastic. He actually didn't have a great SA series against England, which was midway through. That is ODI cricket, so a little bit different. Yeah, he's been very good. Great shot. I mean, Rousseau's not going to miss that. So I hate that for every single time.
That's my one criticism about Magala is I can't see the coach relying on him to bowl that line and length ball every ball.
Catch!
As I say that,
commentator's curse, eh?
I'll take it.
It's a good humbling.
Yeah.
You don't mind being humbled like that.
So not a no ball.
I don't know if that was. I mean, that was kind of just a length ball that I don't know. He tried to get it away. Hey, he just.
It was on the up. He couldn't.
I don't know if he mistimed it. But back of a length. I think it's popped a little bit there.
A little bit, yeah.
No, straight to cast there. Yeah, easily tucked up. Long barrier for a catch. This is under. Well done. Yeah, please.
Can I grab some water? No. Can I grab some water? Just some water.
I have some here. Some cold. Okay, Riders have gone. That is big. Very, very big.
Handy knock though.
What did he end up with there? For like 20?
19, I think. 19 of 10.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Listen, you only really need 2 batsmen to step up in T20 games to like get a decent total, and you need at least 3 bowlers who like bowl decently, like just on the day, you know. So I think they're gonna want someone to score. I mean, they're going quickly. They're still almost at 10 and over. Probably at like 9. Yeah, they've got 9.1. I think Colin Ingram, he can do a job here though. 37, hey, he's getting on, but he's looking good and fresh.
Yeah. He's playing in England. Is that where he's based now? And he's just playing T20s around the world.
I think so. I really haven't seen much of him until he came back. He was good for a portion for the approaches, but you kind of did forget about him for a little while. But yeah, I think he'll be just fulfill the role of just kind of knocking it about. He generally likes to get himself in a little bit more. I think Chance to Brain might have a good crack here. But I don't think, okay, so they're still bowling Rudolph, hey? I think they're trying to just get wickets, which is not a bad idea. Maybe they're sensing that their batting lineup isn't that deep.
It'll bat to Parnell kind of thing. So if
He's after Ethan Bosch, he can still hold the bat.
But I reckon if Eastern Cape get another 2 wickets, they're going to think that they're really in the game here.
100%.
So I mean, take that risk.
There's a lot of overs left as well. More overs left you have with worse batsmen. You're either not going to go at a rate.
You'll go 6, 7 and over instead of what they're going now, like just under 10 and over.
You don't really want Parnell batting 10 overs.
Yeah.
You want him batting, kind of 6 max. He's actually been a very good finisher for them this tournament.
Yeah.
And Ethan Bosch, like both of them. Whereas like past Jimmy Neesham, I mean, Parnell can kind of hold down on the thing, but he's not consistently going to go at like, a strike rate of 150 plus, which is what he can do in maybe 4 overs.
Yeah.
But
I reckon another 2 wickets and. Thanks.
Clean ball! That is a Jaffa. That could be one of the wickets of the tournament, and that's the brain as well.
What we were just talking about, dude.
Hey,
wicket or 2.
You said 2 more wickets, and I mean they're not even 8 overs in. And that's massive from Rudolph. Great comeback after that last over going for a lot. I'm sure he was very happy to see the back of Rousseau. He didn't have to
That's
work. That is ridiculous.
That's unplayable.
And he just tossed it up there. It's slow though. Didn't really accelerate off the deck.
Bulldog.
The bulldog. He loves it, hey? He's like, if he did that exact celebration but looked at the batsman, everyone would hate it.
Yeah,
but he just does it with
yeah.
his teammates. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of some outrageous celebrations that people have had. There's always Shambo dialing in.
You know, there was Sam Curran. He got fined.
Oh,
against,
yeah, that was the Proteas
Yeah,
game.
he got
Yeah.
fined for that.
Yeah. I remember seeing Twitter after that, and everyone was just saying, if this was KG, it would be like a year-long ban. Yeah, he hasn't done it in a long time though, KG.
No, he seems like he's calmed down in the celebrations.
Fiery character, but like, it's so funny how different sports have like completely different, like, I guess, like tolerances for that type of stuff. Like, you go into really see that rugby, but like football, like screaming, like they'll be going head to head with like the opposition players, like nothing's wrong, you know.
Yeah.
I guess it's a physical sport,
Yeah.
but anyways, cricket is not.
Yeah.
until you have unrecognized peer bowling at you, and then it becomes very physical.
Is there, off topic, is there a link I can send to my?
Yes. Yeah, we can share. Please share the link with people that you want to watch. For those watching on YouTube, that any comments? Let me share this.
And with Maddie.
Okay. Great over from Rudolph though. Wow. $7.5 over 67 for 4.
Can you mind sending to the window?
Yeah, sure.
Possible, please.
Yeah. Just a single to end, 4 runs from that. That's massive for him. Do you think they'll bowl him out?
They will both.
I think so.
Surely.
Yeah. He's the only bowler to bowl consecutive overs, I think.
How is he on the leading and on the wicket table now?
Yeah, massive. He's got to be close to it. Yeah, I've got it here. Let's look at some stats. Total.
Most wickets there. Bowling records.
So I think he's still 2 behind. Oh no, he's got ahead. He's equal with Anrich Nokia. As you said, it could be determined, and he played 1 less match.
How's his
Average of
better,
10.
Economy better.
Better. Best of 6 for 20. Anrich is a 3 for 12, which means Anrich, you'd say, he's played a better part in every game.
He's chipped in every game.
I mean, he is getting 2-3 wickets every single game. Okay, Marker bringing himself on. Not usually a massive turnover of the ball, but I think this deck looks like it's not as fast as the usual Wanderers deck, and it is turning. It's got to be that rain. It's just going to be like a little. It's quite sticky. Yeah, Adam Markham average of 14.5.
10 wickets.
Look at that economy, 6.5. That's very good.
Average of 14 as well. Was that right? Did I see that right?
Yeah. He hasn't bowled anything more than 2 overs.
But 10 wickets in 12 games.
That's very good. Oh, catch him! Oh, it's a reverse sweep, just spooned over slip. Listen, this game is far from done, and these two can bat. If they each get another 50, the total's already 170, and they have 12 overs to do that, which is competitive, I think. So they do have a run rate to fall back on. At least these two aren't going to feel like they have to, chase the game yet.
It's been early on that. The back of his bat.
Yeah, I think it's going to gloved it over Rossington getting a move on there.
But we've seen quite a bit in this tournament is the penalty where it's items of clothing on the field. I mean, 2 or 3 instances of that. You don't really see it.
No,
there was one where he hit the keeper's glove. He threw his glove off there like.
Oh, really?
Rossington did hit the glove.
Was it Rossington?
Actually, might even be Rossington.
Oh, good ball.
Rossington's been good as well.
He's been very good. Yeah.
He's someone I didn't hear of. Like I didn't know who he was before the tournament started. So he's
pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it's been very good.
Yeah, I
Very
think.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think he replaced Subtle earlier, who, as you know, I think he's a fan. Oh, jeez, that's short pitch, and you can see how much it turns when it is short pitch, but just throwing hands doesn't really move his feet there. Almost chopped it on. Another dot ball. But yeah, he's just kind of been able to throw the bat at Rossington, and it's come off. He's scored, a couple 40s. Well, it's turning. Now you got to think of Adol Rashid. Now that is going to be a weapon to play against. Yeah. Who else might be able to spin there? Riley Rousseau catch. Oh no, another reverse sweep. It's beating. Oh, so something that is rolling. O'Neill Bartman coming out of the screen, taking over for Sunder. Going for 4. Yeah. 7 runs from it though. It's a bit of a pity they ended like that, but that's still quality over from Markram. I think he'll be pleased. There isn't really at the baton settled.
Again, but early on it.
Oh, it looks slow for the spinners. Hasn't looked that slow.
Strategic timeout.
Yeah, strategy break. Yeah, I remember in the beginning of the tournament there was a bit of rain delays. They'd been off, it was in PE, and they had just come off on like a 25-minute break because it was raining. They bowled like 2 balls and then they went to a strategy break. It was like, come on, Oaks. Use your brains here. Yeah. They've been chatting amongst each other for how long? What are you going to speak about 2 balls later?
Yeah. It's for that fan craze advert, dude.
Yeah. You got to get the advertisers. I guess they bring the money in.
Yeah. I can't think of it. I can't think of this strategic timeout being called anything else but the CA strategic timeout, but like we do in the IPL.
Yeah, there's been a lot more like plugging of advertising.
It just doesn't sound
a yes bank maximum.
Yeah.
You can say what you want about advertising, but it seems to flip and work, eh?
You open a Betway account?
Yeah, I downloaded the app. I didn't actually
Step 1.
Yeah, I didn't. If I did catch something, I would quickly plug in some details there. Put it in
before the guy comes to buy
Yeah, exactly. You go to the bathroom quickly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what are they sitting on? 75 for 4 after 9. That's got to be Eastern Cape. But I don't think this is bad for the Capitals. They still have, I think, 3 good batsmen who can all make 40, decently, consistently. So I don't think they really have to worry too much. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Jim?
I'd be a bit worried if I was Capitals. I think they would have wanted one of the top 4 batsmen who's staying for until at least 10, 12 overs, and then go from there. But as you said, Dan, I think they have got some quality batsmen still to rely on now. But as we were discussing earlier, another wicket down, and I think there's going to be trouble. And
I think really 2 more from here.
Yeah.
1 more, I think they're still fine with Parnell because they have the run rate on their side.
Yeah.
Still, they don't. It's not panic.
Yeah. This is the beauty of a T20 game. You can be 80 for 6, and you have one person.
Exactly.
60 or 20 balls, and
it's why the underdog can get as far. I mean, if Eastern Cape win this, I mean, it's been quite clear that Pretoria Capitals have been the best team of the whole tournament throughout. They've been so difficult to beat. I think they only had 1 blowout loss, but the rest were pretty close. Whereas the Sunrisers weren't the most convincing, especially in the beginning part. They actually struggled in the beginning, and then they went on a ripped run of form, especially with that comeback with Marco Jansen against MI Cape Town. And now they're showing well. They're bringing Carson to the attack.
Who's from Port Elizabeth?
Yes, Winter Pearson, born and bred. So although not playing in PE now, definitely I reckon a consideration when they picked him though. You have to think that way. I mean, they're thinking the same for Stubbs as well. EC boy,
John Smuts,
although not been dropped actually. That's an interesting one for me. For Cox as well. I think it's because they just want Cox as a finisher. Whereas Brian, when Cox got dropped, I think he was batting 5. Yeah, he wasn't really holding innings, but I mean, he did well the other night. I think he's got like a 25 or something.
Yes. There you go. Kutsia has been good this tournament. Kutsia and 14, in fact.
Well. 14, I think he's been unlucky enough to get more approaches.
But he's still young. Hey?
He is young.
He's 24.
I do see him taking the reins over from a Shambo and Maharaj.
Yeah.
especially in the T20 and maybe good ODI format.
Shambo has unfortunately also just not had
A good
the best
tournament.
tournament.
His last game was decent. He was good in the semi-final and kept the pass in it, but before that, he hasn't had a great year.
He hasn't. I think the Paul Royals literally their field was set for spin. That pitch was just turning.
Yeah.
He
It
just
was
couldn't
ridiculous.
capitalize.
Yeah. Had a crowd though. I think we got a couple of EC fans. Maybe
Those the owners.
could be. Did you guys see that clip? Oh, Ingram doesn't know that's gone. His just blocked it. That's 4 dots to begin. See, I think this is it with Ingram. Ingram's the whole deal. Hold the net. He wants to knock a couple singles. Not like a Rousseau. He's like as talented ball striker. He's like a grafter. Like when he scores hundreds for like in ODIs, it's like he's deserved it because he's been at the crease.
Yeah.
He's like he's seen the ball in. So
He's a more attacking Olga, basically.
Yeah. Well, dude, I saw him. He was at a game the other day, actually. But catch, it's a great shot. That's good fielder out there. One, just the one. Just the run off first over from Cast. I think what you saw in the semi-finals, especially with the Super Kings, even in Sunrise, is when that game should have been put much sooner. Not enough bowlers were just hitting their length. They're trying so much. Like they were just trying to do these crazy variations. I mean, Gerald Katsia just trying to do slow ball to slow ball, couldn't hit the deck. Was just going like he was just bowling these no balls and just couldn't get it right. Like if you hit enough balls in the right area, it's gonna be hard to get away. Not wide.
Yeah, good over.
Down leg there. Missing 2 lefties. That's all out the crease here. Cost 1 run.
Panel's a lefty, hey?
I mean, look at that run rate. It's dropped right down to 7.6 all of a sudden. After being 50 from 5. Now their second 5 has been at 5 and over. They've actually halved that run rate. Been good. You give me a beer.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
I'm going to have to get myself one.
I'm going to get you one.
No, don't worry. I'm going to get a beer and a fan. It is hot.
It looks quite warm. James, you were a cricketer, hey?
A little bit, bro. Yeah. Not like Dan. And you, Stu, you've just come to enjoy the sport.
Yeah, I was just thinking earlier, I used to be a die-hard fan at every Newlands game with my little bats, trying to get all the signatures, even like for the Cape Cobras. So I wasn't a big fan. But then domestic cricket really just stopped. It just fell off the radar. So I'm glad it's back.
Yeah.
It's always good to watch local cricket.
It was also so great to see at the SA Women's World Cup the fans and the little kids going up and like having bats and shirts to sign. It's very cool to see that.
I think that having that was then young ladies also get keen to be a fighter one day,
so they can aspire to be something.
Exactly.
No, it's very cool. But I mean this SA20 league has done, I think, like wonders for cricket in South Africa. Like, there was the Mzansi Super League, and I don't even know who won those things.
Yeah, I don't know the teams.
Yeah, so this has been massive, I think.
Yeah. Let's hope we see it translated into Proteas performances, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think it has opened the door for some young talent. So yeah, let's hope it puts our OGs under some pressure.
Mark, what's another tidy over from him?
Good for you.
No, I'm good, thank you. Oh, good ball.
Goes for a sweep very far outside off.
Are they checking upstairs? Surely not. They are checking upstairs.
The DRS Tyler.
Kiwi's disappointed if he gets after this, huh? Okay.
It stays firmly rooted. Darling 1 for 1. Good over. 3 from it. Good over the Sunrisers. Not so good for the Capitals. I think these two need to just take it. These are needing bats to 14, 15
Yes,
and go after it.
yeah.
I mean, you can score 10 and over from 15 overs.
Yeah.
But that's the first rule of T20 cricket is to bat after 20 overs.
I mean, all ODI cricket.
Yeah,
You have to be.
You have to bat after your overs. So
As long as you're there, you're gonna get right.
Yeah. So
Rightly so.
rightly so. You want these guys to bat deeper, so then the finals and then the bowlers can just take it away at the end.
Yes.
So
Also, like these two can get themselves in, and they can hit a long ball, especially Jimmy Neesham. I think he's going to be key. This one, Neesham 7 of 8, Ingram 7 of 14. It's been slow, but they're there, which I think was the most important. Or made some room for himself to create. Oh, I thought he might have got there.
It's a beautiful cut.
Come on, Stubbsy. A great shot from Ingram. He's the type of player that's like he plays the ball.
Gave himself some
Yeah,
nice
he
room
did
there,
too. Or beats us under. Stubbs, did he get there? I think he did get beautiful pace.
No, he was
just got beautiful pace. Yeah. There we go. Oh, gets on top of it. Is there a man out there? Just a single. Good stuff over there.
Timber could be anywhere and get the ball.
Yeah,
He's landing in the
I
field.
love watching him field. Who's the best fielder in the world?
Ooh. I don't think
Stokes has got to be up there.
Stokes.
Glenn Maxwell's got to be up there.
Yeah.
Timber's got to be up there.
Neesham is even up there.
Neesham, David Miller.
Actually, Faf was up there in his heyday. He was.
I mean, he doesn't drop catches.
Yeah.
It's not AB anymore, or John T. Owens.
Yeah. Oh, Jadeja. My man.
That guy's everywhere.
He is so good.
If the ball's hit you and you don't run.
No.
There will be
Remember,
run-outs.
there was that run out. He ran out Martin Guttel in the World Cup semi-final. It was the most outrageous from the boundary. There was like a 2 there easier. He just bulleted 1 wicket, bang, and it was like with a couple. It was like insane.
Indian teams are already known for their fielding, though.
But they haven't been bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. I think in general, T20 cricket has made fielding so much better.
Yeah.
You've had to be good, and I think that's actually helped the Indians a lot.
Definitely, yeah. Australia, India. Not a good investment for Australian cricket.
No, especially with the amount of chatter that was going on prior to that match and complaining about the wicket. But India clearly have some magical powers to make it a horrible track when Australia are batting and an absolute road when they're batting. And it just doesn't work both ways. Clearly,
trust the Indian pitch. The groundsman for that matter.
Well, that's what Australians are saying. And how they're dropping Travis Head, the fourth best batsman in the world.
How on earth could they do that? Like
for another, who was it? That
was it Bradshaw.
Renshaw. Renshaw apparently better at spin. He goes off first ball, makes golden duck, and then makes 4.
No.
Warner's time was not
Okay.
numbered. He also has a good score.
I think apparently he said he's retiring next year. That'll be why it's down the left side. 9 from that over. Well, there's still 1 more ball to come. Apparently Aussie they're bringing a young gun, a left arm offie. Essentially, they want an Axel Patel or Jadeja because that was what.
That's Todd Murphy.
No. Oh, he did well.
Yeah, he did very well.
Imagine your debut. You get like 6 wickets in the first innings, and you don't even get a second innings. Try and get like a 10th because your team loses by an innings. It's going to be tough. On the inside,
What's the youngster, that guy?
Yeah, because at the 19 World Cup, 2020.
Yeah,
I think that Australia won it. Yeah, the fans have really pulled through. Though I think there was a very worry that it's not the Saturday, and none of the home team. So there's no real, one colours. Although you'd think a lot of Pretoria fans are all there. But it looks like everyone's just having a good day out.
I think. Can you say no? It's an afternoon of cricket.
Yeah. I'm excited for the pink day to finally be back. I guess versus the West Indies soon.
When does that start? 2 weeks time?
Yeah, a couple of weeks time.
Is that yeah?
2 tests, and I think 3 ODIs. Yeah, we haven't named our test
Is
team.
that Craig Merrill?
It could be.
I thought that's Craig Merrill.
Oh, a bit over pitch from Markham. He's lucky there. I think that could have gone to the boundary.
Yeah.
He's just found Markham off deep square leg. Bit of a heave from Ingram. Oh, was that Ingram? Oh no, it was Jimmy Neesham. He's almost run at it and just rushed himself.
Yeah. Good toss.
Yeah.
You stay in the crease, that was probably going off the stadium.
Oh, well, good comeback. Oh, such good placement. Beats the man. There'll be 2 there at least. Not bad for Markham. I mean, he might bowl all 4 with this wicket trending like it is. I wonder who's sacrificing overs. It was interesting. Like, you know, it's the Sunday's obviously got probably the most credentials as the fast bowler in this team, but if he's not having it, he's carried down. Well done, Bartman. Just a single. Really get enough bat on it.
It's quite a quick passer there.
Yeah, it seems to be.
It's around the field.
I'm back.
Oh. You tried him. You did.
No, I think it's
okay. Shot. Oh, fielding!
Who is that?
Backward cut.
No sneaker one there.
Oh,
Timber.
I mean, you can't. I think he saved 3, not snapper 1.
No, I said today's sneaker one.
Did they run?
Surely.
No, I think it might have been a dots.
Yeah.
Dots.
No ways. That's incredible.
Okay,
He saved
so
4 runs there.
Just under.
Carried down just under short third man. Good over so far. Close it out. We've just got to be pitching between middle and off, nothing too short. How slow it is. Woo! Just turns away from the outside edge. Ingram can't get it away. They're really aiming that for that cover region, but Timber seems to be the great ball there, not letting anything get through.
Good over as well from Markham.
Going back. They're ticking along. Also 5 overs.
I think probably last over, then they're going to start looking.
15.
Maybe 2
They want
overs.
to. Here we go. They're currently going to get to 143 at 163. They want to be above 160.
Par 170. So
Yeah.
I think the pitch is probably slightly harder than it usually is. More difficult than it usually is to play.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think 170 would be a good score.
Yeah.
I think it'll be competitive.
Also, the highest chase total in this competition is only 180.
It's a big trophy.
So that is big. Who's the extra spinner in the Pretoria team? Oh, Russo.
Riley.
I'd love to see Riley turning on.
He got a wicket.
Yeah, he did. He got a massive wicket.
Yeah, who was that? It was
He got.
the highlight of his match.
Didn't he get Miller? No, he got Morgan.
Yes,
He got Morgan.
yeah. He got 60, but I
Yeah.
remember him saying the highlight
Oh.
of his match was that wicket.
And he scored like 54.
Yeah.
Because, but I saw an interview 2 days before, and he was saying how he's been trying to tell Parnell that he can turn the arm over. He finally got the chance. I think he only bowled 1 over. Got the wicket of Morgan, and then they were like, okay, well, the body's going to take it from here. Bartman attacking the stumps. Really like the look of him. Oh, straight drive. We've spoken about the fielding. You could see his head was up there. He was looking at, shying it at the stance. Who was that?
Hanson, I think.
It's far to go down for the man. It's Markram. You know, I think it is. I think it's Cars. It's also a long way to go down from that. And he did middle it, but it did go straight through his hands. Oh, it's not good. That's 4 runs. 3-4 runs. Barton won't be happy. Or a little bit on the leg stump.
That's
They're
probably where
looking
to
for
start
2
over.
there. No, just the 1. Just the 1. So Nishan's going about his business, 15 or 15. They're good. And Ingram's a little bit behind the ball game.
But they're ticking along.
They're ticking along, and they're there. Again, what we said, they're still there, doing what they need to do.
They'd be happy. I mean, as we were saying, get to over 14, 15, and then they can put
Then you want to go
the
10 and
gas down.
over.
So, I mean, they'd be happy that they've got to the stage without using their wickets.
I think they have 2 more wickets down. It's so much more difficult to accelerate in your last 30 balls.
Yeah. So in fact, after those couple of wickets that Eastern Cape Sunrisers got, Capitals are probably going to be the more happy side if they don't lose a wicket.
I think the Consolidated, they did exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah.
And we spoke about Jamishan being able to fulfill different roles. Like he could have come in at the 16th over and just gone all done amazing. He came in at 9.
Yeah.
And he's been just knocking it about. The good players are those that they can. He's tapped him up there, hit him straight on the shoulder. No room. 141 k's an hour. That is going to be a dead on.
Oh,
these guys always do it.
Are into it.
Mexican way. You know what you'll never see is a Mexican way of a football stadium. Just can't imagine it.
If that we go, we're going to hear Zeno because I have time to do Mexican ways.
It's true.
They won.
In England, you can't drink in the stadium, so
yeah, that's true.
Chilling.
Yeah. Everyone's just stressed. Yeah, cricket, we're just here for a good time. It's been such a good over. If you think we take away that 1-4, he's gone for 3 off it. Still a very good over. Ingram keeps the strike. Interesting. So who are they bowling out? Did Bruno bowl out his over? I don't think he did.
No, he's got
Still has one more. I think they're bringing him now. I think a wicket now is big, especially if they get Nisham. You know he can accelerate. Seasoned professional T20 circuit. Yeah. 100 for 4 after 14 at 7.14. 6 more overs to go. What's that? 36 balls. I want to double that, almost go up 200 strike rate, maybe. Maybe that's generous. I think, yeah, they're probably looking at 165 here. I think they'll be happy with. Like 170 would be nice.
Oh, Markham's burning out.
Yeah, Markham's burning out. Maybe bring Rudolph from the other side. Thing is, he's coming down the track. Try to bring it back. Just a single. Rudolph could be dangerous when they're trying to attack him, though. You definitely get those wickets because it's so slow off the pitch for these spinners that trying to heave one over, especially if you're playing in front of square, could just go straight up. Markham a bit straight, tries to sweep, but doesn't get all of it in a dot ball.
Not fine enough.
Barton's doing very well here. 94 k's an hour. Worth of 17, Ingram of 24. See what he does here. I think he's going to go for it. Oh! What a ball! I didn't think they'd go something. It's like a bail. That is ridiculous. Pitched on middle, hits top of off the just barely the wicket and just a little bit of bail. I mean, he's got 17 runs. He's been there as Ingram. I think he would have liked to have been there to correct his strike rate, but that's a peach. You can't blame him. That's exactly why they bowled Mark and bowled himself out. Gotta have a bit of faith in yourself, eh?
That's a great ball.
Oh, that's quality. We've seen 2 absolute jappers, one from Rudolph, both 2 offies, turning away, one from the right-hander, one from the left-hander.
I think you're spot on. Rashid is going to play
massive role.
Big role.
So Bosch is in.
Yeah, I think they'll just give him free rein, hey? I think they did that the other day as well. They brought him in early.
They remember Gerald with the Joburg Super King. They brought Gerald in.
Well, he opened for the semi-final, and then he faced 3 balls in the first 4 overs. He just couldn't get any strike.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was there. He
went out for 12 or 14 or something. So it wasn't a great kind of.
Yeah, I think worth a gamble.
Yeah. He was there for a pinch hitter role, but he just he couldn't quite middle it.
Yeah. How good is that Reza innings though?
Yeah, he kept them in the game. Yeah.
I mean, that was the most passive 94 of 50 I've seen. Nothing was ever forced.
Yeah.
It was just pure ball striking. Average 12. I think he's just here. He can hit a long ball. He's got long levers. I think the trick is you have to mark him. You don't want to give him pace on. You slow it down. As long as you don't pitch it too short, it's so difficult to get this ball away. He's come down the track straight away.
Right-hander, maybe they want to send him in.
True.
That's a good
point. Left, right. I mean, that's a great just ball. Back of the length. Ingram was getting his foot back because he thought he was going to get stumped just when he hit the wicket. Very good. Yes, 5th ball. That oh,
Good running.
that fine leg's very fine, hey?
Mm.
Yeah, that's good awareness from Nishan though to get through there. Ball's bobbling a bit, don't go that quickly to Sunder.
Great over Markham, 2 off it in the wickets.
Yeah.
One ball to go. Let's see if Nishan
What
can
is
turn it to good over there.
I think Nishan will just try to give himself strike,
Yeah,
get a single.
it would be good. But
Even the 1-3 so far. I think it's generally the outfield's so quick that if you beat in the inner ring, it's probably going for 4. Not many people are catching the ball. Probably 2 there.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Good
Yeah.
over. Great over.
Great over.
Great style.
Jeepers. What's that? That's an economy of just over 4 and that wicket.
Is that a break? Showed you break. No. Been tidy.
2 for 8, 1 for 26. Well, that's tidy, yeah. 2 for 7, 0 for 28. That's his worst. But I mean, even.
It's great to have him as an option here. Like,
Yeah. I mean, at a point, he was the Proteas bowling all
yeah.
around. He wasn't making runs, but now he's in the runs again. So, no,
So
it's
it's
really,
back.
you always want an option if it's there. Like,
Yeah.
There's no, you're never gonna like. It's never gonna hurt as a captain. Obviously, he's a captain, but to have an extra option in that, especially all of a sudden you have a pitch like this, you don't have to pick another spinner and replace one of your seamers because another oak can bowl. You know what I mean? You don't have to think about changing up the team too much and worrying about who you're dropping because of the pitch. You just bring him in more into the game. He's only bowled 4 overs, maybe once or twice in this whole tournament. But now with the circumstances suited, he's like in money.
For the sake of the game, I'd really like Jimmy to score some runs here. I would like Pretoria to
My
get some
heart
runs
says
as
no,
well.
but my head says yes. Yeah, no. I think it'll be exciting if we can get a big finish here. Marco, he's been very good so far. Just 11 off first 2 overs. Oh, I think there could have been 2 there. They would have liked to have kept Nishan on strike. I think Bosch is going to open up the arms here. I think he likes it coming on quickly to him. Run rate dropping right down to 6.8. It's been interesting. Like some have been really high. I mean, the semi-final was a 214 in there. We're only like 15 runs short of that. But then a couple others that have been more like the 160 mark. So quite a gap. But I think this rain has had a big impact on the surface. But not the ball doesn't come to the back of the ball ring.
The German super giants have liked a high total.
Sure.
They have, I think they have 3 innings over 200.
Yeah.
And unsuccessfully
And still
chased.
didn't qualify. That was on run rate. It came down to like the last couple of balls.
They were it was the Paul. The Paul
right.
Royals snuck in with like 0.005.
Yeah, or 4 bars.
Yeah.
So 2 runs off the first ball, 1 single, 1 wide. Are we going to have to bowl that again? We spoke about people just variation. We haven't really seen much variation. It seems like the pitch is difficult enough to bat on that you just kind of got to tie up their arms. I don't think you need to restrict because they can't really trust the pitch enough to just, as a full toss, you would have liked to have hit that further than just for 6. Oh, it's a dot. I think he would have come through for single there, Markham. Stopping it. Oh, Ethan Bosch would have been waiting for that. Surely. Oh, I think they've got to go now though. They've still got 5 wickets in hand.
I don't think 150 is going to be competitive. Ooh.
Good shot. When else did we see a boundary? Saw that cut shot. 2 runs there, well done, Ethan Bosch.
Yeah, Connie England's 4. What was it? 12th over?
Yeah.
12th over?
Other than that, I don't even know if you should hit one. You think of the first couple of overs, they were again like 50 for 5. It was 2 big overs, right? He was so like Salt, Mendes. Does show how crucial it is to have batsmen late on, and these 2 can bat, and also Nisham. So you see if he turns it on, he can find the boundary. Good shot. Timber is basically where he needs to be. Cover drive. 4 runs off the over, 2 balls to come. I think the Sunrise will be very happy with this.
Yeah.
Keep on just lapping up balls. Every dot ball you're feeling like you need to start going aerial almost because they're just picking up fielders. Not like they haven't actually been timing it. They just haven't had really opportunity. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
He
smacked it.
screamed that. One bounce, almost 6.
Just inside the
There we
nets.
go. That's it. This is it now. They're gonna go big 1-1-1. It's a great shot. It would have been a very flat 6 if that carried all the way. A little bit back of a length. Not even. I think it's a length ball. He's just absolutely clobbered it.
Just waiting for
Oh, the ball
time.
boys just missed one bounce.
Helmets.
Yeah, they got their helmets. That's gone off the bat faster than it was released. Not too many bowlers sponsored by GM, eh?
No.
Shot, just probably the single out. Looks like they're just giving Ethan Boschel the strike. If you're hitting a long ball, 8 or 7.
Good over for the
No, it actually ends up being good at 9. Another strategy break. Now it's Pani saying, Yos can go. If I come in, I can score quick fire 20 of 10. And, hopefully, I think now, what are they now? They're 112. Again, 160. They want to look at getting another 50 runs with the last 4 overs. Yeah. I mean, the last one went for 9. They didn't really have to do much.
Yeah.
It's 2 boundaries at the end of the day, like per over.
You can get one big over at 15 or 16 in. Or anything higher than that, you're already very close to that 50.
I think also it's so big to win the first half of the over because then you start getting the bowlers you think they don't want to do, they don't change it up. Whereas there, or Marcus thrown it, maybe thrown it away, or just been kind of beaten at the end, but you're going to take more risks because you feel a bit more pressure at the end of those overs. I'm not letting the bowlers settle, whereas it feels like they've been able to kind of bowl their lengths. They haven't seen that much footwork. Yeah. I mean, that Ingram 4 was because he gave himself room.
Literally.
And that was the only 4 he hit.
Say what's up to Matty Stockford. Says, how's that?
Hello, Matty Stock.
You watching with us? You feel free to share it with your granny or grandpa or
anyone without it,
long lost cousin,
or anyone who's been kicked off their DSTV account. Oh, that's not a question mark.
So we've got 16 votes here. Should we see what our poll's saying?
Eastern Cape. I made up one of those Eastern Cape votes. That's interesting, but I would like to see when there was votes.
Yeah,
was it before the match?
But I mean, very heavy favour. Because the EC boys, they have come off, if you feel like, the stronger win in the semis.
I think on recent form, Sunrise, they didn't start great. They lost the first 2 games against Pretoria Capitals. They lost against Mumbai Cape Town. But since then, they've just been consistently getting results. They had the one rained out. They've lost one or 2 in the last 7 games.
What was that rained out?
Who they're playing?
No. Was it Pretoria that got rained out?
No.
That was big.
That was Pretoria versus Paul. And I think it was Durban versus EC.
Okay. Yes, you're absolutely right. Bartman, I like this option. He's been very tidy.
He's a good death bowler.
And he hasn't given them any width. Although Ethan Bosch doesn't look like he needs a lot of width. But just been tidy, just on off stump.
What are Ethan Bosch's credentials and stuff? Who does he play for? What has he done?
He's quite a youngster. He's got a brother, Corbin.
Okay.
I think he plays up in the high field. I think he's actually a Lions player, which means sort of home turf. He'll know what to do here.
Google on Ishan.
But he's he's young. I think he's like 24, up and coming. I think he definitely kind of I think it's so nice. That's the best part of this is you see people putting their hands up.
Yes.
Like the Bartmans,
these relatively unknown players.
Yes, like they do the circuit, but we know like that it's not putting in the numbers and as much interest as let's say the internationals. But when you have these big tournaments, Like, oh, Jimmy Neesham straight up. I think it might be over the keeper though. Oh no, Rossington has got on his bike. What a catch.
Well done.
He's happy. Look at that grin. Bartman deserves that. That's a massive wicket of Jimmy Neesham.
Over the head as well. That's a good
Yeah,
catch.
over his head. Not easy with cap on. Got to crank the net back. Neesham will be disappointed there. He would have really liked to have been at the end. I think if he was, you're adding it like another 10 runs to the total. Yeah, he does so well there. Oh, hits it at pace. Well done, Rossington. No, that's class from the man.
There's a lot of momentum there.
Well, we said Jim Neesham always does something, and he's got something in store for us with the ball and fielding. Or he did not have he smacks his bat on the ground. You reckon any nerves of a final out to play here?
Definitely.
Do you think the Eastern Cape just done well?
I think a bit of both. I mean, who doesn't have nerves in the final? I mean, these guys play it all the time, but it's a big occasion.
Especially the Capitals beating them twice. As I said, it was the beginning of the tournament where they, like the team, EC teams have been very different. No Timber, no Rossington, no Rudolph.
Yeah.
Like, those are three big, changes to the side. I think it has a little bit of been. They've been just a tentative. I mean, you saw the in terms of intent, we saw Kusal Mendes and Salt. After that, they haven't really tried to take it to like the Eastern Cape team. No run there to Timber at point. Still 140 k's an hour from Barkman, so he's getting good pace still. What happened with that?
They just bounce slightly higher than you should expect it. This pitch definitely has a bit more bounce and a bit more turn than I think the Wanderers is known for.
Yeah.
He's chuffed.
He deserves that. That's the second wicket, I think. Yeah. He's just been attacking the stumps all day, which I think is definitely the play.
Mm-hmm. He's done well. Okay.
Tricky wicket. Another single. Parnell putting Bosch on strike. Bosch with 2 balls to go. I think he's going to swing for the fences. As you said, they've only got 2 runs on this over now. They need something here.
I wonder who will bowl next. I wonder if they will bowl out Rudolph there.
Yeah. You'd think. Maybe not. They always waited too late.
They left him hanging on.
Oh, no. I know it's just needs 1 wicket. Yeah. Oh, swing and a miss.
Good ball.
It looks like tennis ball bounce.
Yeah.
And then maybe some shoot through it a little bit faster because they lost so often they just threw the shot a little bit early. A little bit slow. That's the single. And now the last ball over. I still think he just needs to play it so that he can go for it. Who's in next? It'll be Unreal. Adil Sheed. He can hit a ball. Sheed. He's not bad. He's got a test 100 to his name.
Does he?
Yeah.
Shot.
Oh, shot. I know. Did you stop that?
No.
4 runs.
That was it hard.
You got every part of that.
Yeah. 6.
6?
Yeah.
That must have
was
been the
flat.
flattest 6. He dived there. Imagine that catch. That would have been catch of the tournament. Oh, it's a good comeback. That's he's been so
There's
well.
a short behind it, 57 meters.
Oh my word. Stubbsy. Yeah, that's out of the middle. He's been actually such a class finisher in this tournament. Oh! If Stubbs takes that, I mean, he's only less than half a meter away from that.
Yeah.
Left-handed, that would have been catch of the tournament.
We put him into the catch a 2 million prize.
Yeah. 206 is 370. It's a great finish to the over from Parnell. Now it's not such a bad looking over. 3 overs to go, 121. And I think they want to get to 160.
Yeah, definitely.
There's Rudolph bowling his final over.
They couldn't leave him hanging here.
No.
Yeah. But now it's more consolidation. You're more just bowling for dots and you're not bowling wicket taking balls. There's a lot of T20s, not necessarily wicket taking balls purely, but doing well. How's it going?
You guys started.
Yeah.
Wanna come join us?
Oh, 4 runs. Ethan Bosch. Okay, here's the beginning of what could be a good finish here. Bosch 14-11 now. Yeah, full toss but over pitched. Move off.
Good shot.
Yeah, finds the gap. So for sure. But last, there's these batsmen here. They're still ball strikers, so they're gonna throw the blade at it, and they can still carry. Or another full toss. Good
great
fielding,
fielding,
Marco, well done. Just a single. Puts Panal on strike, left armour to left-handed batsman. 5 of the first 3. I think they're going to want at least one more boundary like that. Rudolph hasn't really given the pitch a chance to do what it's been dangerous doing.
We've got 3 back on the offside, 2 on the leg. 5 leg and
Full toss. Just knocking it off, giving Ethan Bosch that strike. I think Bosch is going to swing for the fences here. He might dislocate his shoulder if he doesn't connect. This could also mean it could be Van der Merwe's 19th wicket.
Come on, bring in the crowd here. Let's see a catch.
Yeah. Oh, Sam.
Well done.
He's yorked himself.
It's Van der Merwe, top wicket
Well,
taker.
there we go. Okay, Unwritten needs 2 then. Massive. Yeah, I came charging down, anticipated it going for a big shot. Yorked himself, and Rossington does what he does and just takes the bails off. That's big. Who's coming in now? Oh, it'll be Adil Rashid.
Well
There we
done.
go.
Smart hands, Rossington.
Yeah,
They did not want that, man.
No. Yeah, maybe came quite early. He's been bowling at full. Good knock though, 15 off 13. They've all kind of chipped in with runs.
Just no one's gone on.
No one's really made the strike rate look very attractive. Like they've all chipped in with 20s, but none have been an high score. So
24.
20 maybe. Yeah. Everyone's been in the teens. You know,
Yeah.
Ingram, Nisha, Sam Mendes. Van der Merwe, can he extend his lead? Last ball to come. He wants to make it even tougher for Nokia. Okay, oh no, they brought Miguel Pretoria, so he can actually hit a ball far. Oh, he's got it! He's got the wicket. He has a big vamos to himself.
Bulldog.
The
Bulldog is in the house.
So clutch. 4 for 21. It's quite expensive. But that was that 1 over of his.
Massive.
Oh, that is
Too early to
huge.
call and play the tournament.
Far
Massive.
too early to call. Far too early to call. That's a cocky Eastern Cape supporter speaking. Oh, and you can see it's been raining because he's taking a stump off the ground when he hits it. It's just yorked him again. Leg stump.
Love to see that, hey?
He
Love
gets
to
so
see
revved
that.
up. He looks sunburnt about every single time he gets a wicket. Just all the blood just goes straight to the face. Oof, Miguel Pretoria, 0 of 1. Still have Adil Rashid, he can still hit a ball. I think Parnell is going to want to take a lot of the strike here. Well, Rashid actually, he kept striking like the last over of the semi, and I think he hit like a couple boundaries of the final over. So I don't think I'll actually mind too much. He is pumped. That's how you want to enjoy
You love to
bowling
see that,
for the
yeah.
tournament. I mean, also, if you think about it, this time next year, he's going for money at the auction.
Yes.
Like big money.
Yeah.
Like proven, no South African wickets, like experience, which makes such a difference in T20 cricket, is able to hold his head, loves a big occasion.
Yeah.
Like, what's not to love? The leader. Okay, so Sunday the 19th, who will build the 20th? Bartman.
Partner. Yeah.
He's
been
been
tiny.
all Cars. Has Cars even bowled? He's bowled 1
Cars
or
bowled
2.
two.
Partner's
First
been
over is really
tiny,
good.
yeah.
Cars second over not so
Also
good.
only 2 from Sunday. Oh.
Well done.
No ways!
Oh,
He's nicked it.
That's a team hat trick.
Oh, it's a team hat trick.
Yeah.
it is.
It's all right. Oof, yo, this is not good for the Capitals. It was there to be hit as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
That was in the slot. Parnell would have liked every bit of that. I think he's just swinged.
Good catch
It's a
there.
great
as well.
catch from Rossington. He's been very tidy behind the stumps. I think it hasn't swung that much.
Well done.
It's just a massive swing. You see those go for 4 almost all the time. In edge like that when you swing that hard.
Yeah.
Just lies. Listen, everyone's favorite moustache in the world though is coming. If it's not doing damage with the moustache and bowling wickets, it could do it. Yeah. I would actually love to see it. I would love to see a 6 here from Heinrich. It would bring the flipping fans
eyes
into
closed, but just
Yeah.
He's got a test 40 to his name.
We can't get 40s now when folks don't get to 50. Patrick Ball. What? Oh! Just somebody got a. Oh no! So team hat trick. It could be a team 4 in a row and Sasanda hat trick.
So the Capitals do not want either of those to happen.
And it means they'll be ball out.
So those cards aren't looking.
No.
Looking pretty there.
Antino is gone. Sasanda to Nokia. No.
Don't even try.
He's trying.
Don't even try.
Don't go upstairs. You worry about the rain and the time rather than using it on it. Really, you can see what he was going for though.
Yeah.
Got to go full and straight. Like, giving it a chance. Swung over there. That's missing. That's hitting leg stump.
Check
the
out
second
his
leg.
pads, hey? This guy doesn't bat. His pads are there's a falling apart.
They're not looking good.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can see he doesn't bat.
So he only comes off his back. Yeah. You're gonna want to give Rashid. Oh, there we go.
That's a shot.
Cuts over point. Love that from him. Little bit of width. Throw the hands at it.
Every run now from these two is so crucial.
I think if they bat through, even if they get them through to 140, 145, they'll be. I think such a
big man.
a big part is how you you end the momentum at the end of the innings.
Yeah.
Thinking now they could have got them off below 130. If they get to 145, I think the Pretoria Capitals will be actually fine with that.
They just need something to bowl at.
They have the best bowling lineup in the tournament.
Yeah.
So anything can happen. I mean, you don't want to be facing Rashid or Nokia. Yeah. Even Parnell.
I think Nokia with this bounce is going to be
He can do some damage. Eh?
Oh. 150 clicks.
Wow, could be Janssen last over. Kind of party.
I would go Bartman. But we'll see.
Bartman. The Sander bowling is 5th ball.
What was that straight to the field there?
No, just a single out to deep, long off. Jordan Cox sporting a little money.
1 ball to go and the penultimate over.
And a slow ball there on 18 clicks. It'd be a good finish from Sasanda. If he can get it to 90. Rashid hasn't faced the ball. What's Rashid doing? Is he putting himself on strike? Or is he swinging? I think he might be swinging.
He's swinging.
I think he got to swing.
And risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah. I think this could be a wicket.
Although Sasanda is there gun bowler, so he wouldn't mind a single.
Oh, balls.
No, that's such a good Yorker. He's done well to keep that out. But Rashid gets himself on strike with it, and he just wanted to make him get himself bowled there. Good spell from Magala. He got the crucial wicket of Rousseau. He was unlucky enough to get that first wicket of Salt. It was a bit expensive in that first over.
Yeah. But
great comeback. I mean, if you think of the other, he only bowled 3 overs. The one went for 16. The other two both got a wicket. The other two, 14 of them. So, good comeback. Janssen off the last. It's interesting. He's got 2 wickets. He's gone for 20 of his 3 overs. Interesting. Oh, sorry, no wickets. That's interesting. Hey? I would have thought maybe Bartman. Maybe the right-handers, 2 right-handers came into it.
Yeah.
The in-swinging Bartman might make it easier to get it off the pads. Snorkia, though, he can do damage.
Oh, they're going for Marco.
Yeah. Chloe Waltz is due for some good-looking faces, especially the man in the middle. Jeez, I wonder who she is. She is a big fan of Favorite Sports, eh? Clearly. Thanks for the support, Chloe Waltz.
Get 2 here.
That's it.
Well
That's
done,
it.
Timber.
Oh, never run.
Oh.
Oh, what has happened there?
Rossington.
Rossington. I think it's just spooned. That did not look like two. Especially with Timber throwing it in. What happened there?
Rossington was just-
missed the student. No,
He
he
just-
just.
Oh my word.
No, I think it's hit the ground and moved. Look how surprised he looks. Oh,
No
you're
way.
joking. He's put leg spin on it, Timber. How dare you? Bartman's done so well there because that's actually going for 4,
Yeah.
I reckon.
But there were 2 people backing up there, and
Both had missed it, yeah.
Yeah.
They were both in the complete wrong line.
Ooh.
And Nick there, slow ball. He hurt himself. Shit, no. Would have liked to get it away. Oh, that's unlucky. I think he was run out.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
he was not making that ground.
With Rossington's hands as well.
Crossing his hands, Timber throw. So perfect bounce. Was coming for him. Cheers. Marco, 2 runs off the first 2 balls. He or she wants to find the rope here. 1-3-5. Oh, playing
well
across
done.
the line.
Well
Oh, it's a
done.
nick!
Well done.
It's a nick. They're all out. We said rule 1 is bet out your overs. They've left 3 balls out there. I mean, you can put it down just to consistent wickets.
Yeah,
1-3-5
100%.
all out there. The only real partnership was their opening one. And then they had the one with Nisham and Colin Ingram but no one kicked on. The whole point of taking in a couple balls to get going is to then kick on to get a 40-50.
I mean, people had starts. Well, like most of the guys had starts, but you need that guy to score yourself, to score them a 50-60, and no one actually kicked on.
It might just be that difficult of a wicket.
Yeah, they'd be disappointed with that score, especially after that start. They were gunning for 170, 180.
Sunrisers are going to be very, very
Yeah.
happy. They pulled that back nicely.
Yeah, but as Dan said, a tricky wicket, so it's going to be an interesting
Yeah,
chase.
you never know until both teams bats. I mean,
Yeah.
8, 21, 11, 19,
See,
17,
that
19,
order.
15, 8.
The
All
middle
their
order all had
batsmen got a
starts.
start. They all had starts, but no one really looked fluid. The first 2 looked very fluid, and Riley looked very fluid. The rest of them, I think, just got stuck up in the wicket a little bit. I don't think they had the confidence.
We won't know how hard the pitch is until we see the Eastern Cape.
Yeah. If you think of someone with this kind of slow pitch like this, someone like Markham who plays very heavy hands, I feel like quite difficult for him. I think you need to wait for it so well and just pick your bad balls to hit. But I think that is us. We're going to take a time out. Let me just confirm that with the people upstairs. But it's 135, 136 to win for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. And this could go in any direction. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Join us in a few to continue.
Join us in a few.
Oh, wow.
And we are back. And starts off with a wide from Parnell.
That's not what Parnell would have wanted.
Okay. Yeah.
136 on the board. Any extra is absolute gold to.
And especially starting off, I think as well, you wouldn't want to bother like a good Yorker or something like that, not a wide firster.
Yeah. Let's look at the bigger picture here. So what's that? That's just under 7 and over. They go at 7, they win the match. They don't really need to take too many wickets. If they can make a dent in this power play, I think it'll be quite big. What do you think they want to be sitting on after this power play?
40.
40.
40 to 50.
Yeah, I was going to say between 40 and 50.
Okay. And wickets down?
Ideally, none.
Yeah.
I think they'd be happy if they just get 1 wicket. I think
One wicket down, 40 runs on the board. Sunrise will still be happy with that. And if you the Capitals, I think the biggest thing you got to play off is a bit of like scoreboard pressure, and in terms of the fact that it's a final. We know people get shaky. He flicks it off his legs. 1 bounce for great shot for Rossington. He's been so good at just hitting the bad ball away this tournament. But I think if you get some early wickets, folks are going to start shaking. We know how people are in finals. No one acts quite like they usually would. And it can bring out a funny side. With that said, it's the same for the bowlers. They have to hit their marks, and now even under even more pressure than they were definitely in any other game. Good ball here from Parnell. Another dot. 5 off the first 3. A great start, but it was less the run rate and more the wickets that was the issue.
Yeah.
Felt with what was happening in the Capitals issue, or Capitals innings.
What do you think Capitals want at the end of the power play?
I think they want 3 wickets.
3 wickets.
I think they want 3 wickets. If there's 3 wickets, they've got Stubbs in. Obviously, he can do well, but he hasn't had the best tournaments. Not coming out with shimmy or good balls outside off. That channel has been so good today. Outside off, between off and just a little bit of 4th wicket on that side. We saw Marco Jansen using it so well.
It's a good ball.
A little bit back of the length. You're gonna get. You want these guys pushing at it. That one what he flicked was a bit too full. He didn't really. There was no real risk in that shot.
Way out there.
Yeah, I stepped across it. I don't mind that though. I think getting to the pitch of the ball will be helpful. Letting the pitch do as little work as possible for the batsman will be good. 2 more balls to go. Parnell coming in. Oh, it's wide. It's an appeal. I think it's a duff. It's just hit the ground. No wide given on the wide line. I don't think it was though. I think it entered on the inside of that line, maybe left on the outside. Have a DRS review. The Salt and who's that slip there? Chinnis the Brain got interested.
Down there.
It's all gone.
Yeah, it's a good ball.
Just inside the wide line. It's a great ball. It's a really, really good ball.
Those wide Yorkers work super well.
Yeah. Wonders. Another length ball, Rossington.
Shot.
Not middled.
But still,
that races away. Great shot on the up. I don't think that's a real bad ball. Maybe a little bit too much width. 9 runs off the first.
It's really well controlled that shot. Really
exactly. I think that's it. It's the outfield's still fast. It might be a little bit slow. So if you just wait for the ball, I mean that was a perfect example. Like he wasn't through the shot early, under his eyes, a bit high up in the back, but you don't need to fully time it to get it through. I mean, Temba's also not always the biggest risk taker. And I think this is a type of total where when Temba can just control it, he doesn't have to chase the game too much. We know he can go at 130 plus, but you'd say that's his comfort zone. He doesn't really want to be going at 150, 160 plus in terms of a strike rate.
I think ideally Sunrise would want Temba to play one of his good old steady innings and be like one batsman that scores 40.
He scores like 60 off 60, 60 or 50 even.
He's done his job. He's done a great job.
I think if they have if the one person scores 60 runs, I think they win it.
Even something over 30 to 40.
You get a couple chip-ins, you'd say though.
You do.
But it was the case of a lot of people were getting themselves in. Maybe Ethan Bosch for the second over, coming over the wicket. Temba's upish.
not a third golden duck in the tournament.
Can you imagine?
You can't hide behind the Jaffa that was Lazard Williams. But also probably shows a bit of signs of a slow pitch. He was through the shot a little bit early. It's a slower ball actually. I think he's rolled his fingers over that one. He found the gap actually. He wasn't that close. It looked closer. Just a little bit uppish. Ooh, yeah, quite close. Never a real catching opportunity though.
Come on, Timber.
Oh no!
Timber.
He tried to hit it for 6.
Timber.
Why has he done that? He's clean bowled.
Middle stump, and then out the ground.
Middle stump out the ground. Isenbosch strikes with his second ball. First one looked to almost get Timber playing uppish. Timber's just looked to absolutely whack this.
He did
Seam up, swing in. Oh, it's chopped on. So it wasn't there to be pulled. I don't think it was full enough.
No.
Knocked on to his middle stump, which is now out the ground. That is exactly what the Capitals wanted and needed. Great start from Ethan Bosch.
It's just a poor shot choice.
I think bad shot selection. Trying to get it over that inner ring, airborne as well.
He didn't need to do that, which is.
Yeah, I think you don't need to take big risks in the run chase, but Jordan Herman, he's been very good. He had a great him and that semi-final with him and Markham. They looked in control the whole time. Young gun, big talent for the future. Sure, he'll be representing the Proteas at some stage. I think from the Eastern Cape as well. I think Rossington's always going to be the person who's throwing the bat at it. Like, you kind of just need to hold down an end.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's very happy going at 130 strike rate. He's such a clean ball striker. Oh, but now they've got a left-right combination. It'll be interesting. I think Ethan Bosch is going to attack these wickets here. I think he's going to go quite full and straight. Unless he wants to give them a little bit of chin music. Average of 23. It's exactly the style the Capitals wanted, though. Give them that kick. Interesting. No Nokia, though, hey?
Nokia, I thought about this and it's happened before, but they bring Nokia in the first change usually. So he doesn't bowl the other end as well. It'll be interesting to see what if he does bowl the other end now.
Oh, bit of back of a length, tries to drive it through the back there, but no run. So yeah, just the dot ball there for Herman's first. 2 runs off the first 3 balls. No. We're a little bit behind here. Oh, cover drive. Cover drive. Great shot from Herman. That's an absolute ripper. A bit too full. Able to throw his hands at it. No, near being stopped.
Another 4. It's quite a bit behind there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Listen to our voices. Try to glide there. Reloaded it.
Same.
Oh, uppish. On the bottom.
Outside edge.
Outside edge through the third man.
I don't think Pretoria will be upset that he's going for these drives, but
there are only so many chances they can get away with.
100%.
He's lucky with that one.
That slip will be out soon, surely.
I don't think Ethan Bosch has a massive swing over the ball. Generally, the players have quite a wide grip, almost like Fuff-esque, eh? To the lefty. Oh, backward punch.
Oh, beautiful.
This is like Riley Rousseau as he came in. Transfer of pressure. Oh, that's going to sting for Ethan Bosch. Goes for 14 in the end. We said then, a good power play. I mean, there weren't really risks in any of those shots that he took. And I think that's exactly what the Sunrise need to do. Like, I think these guys are going to have to bowl wicket-taking balls. And when you're bowling wicket-taking balls, they're going to be loose ones that you can put away. That's all you need to do. You just need to face up to that. You don't need to, get crazy with it or try to force something with the ball that's not there to be hit. No, 12 or 4 though. Rossington now facing Miguel Pretoria. It's the same thing as the Sunrisers did though, which was forwards, no one back to back. But maybe we'll see Snorkia from the other side. But interesting to see. Yeah.
Oh,
Rossington off the pads, just man out there. Good stuff. Okay, I think we caught up. This is over there.
So we have a question there. Haven't watched the game, but how popular has the tournament been?
OB, how's it? It's been very popular.
I think so, yeah.
Massively. So apparently the tournament was profitable before a ball was bowled. And almost every stadium and every game has had at least an 80% capacity. So huge for the South African cricket watching, contingent, and people have been lapping it up. It's been amazing. And
there are also people that don't regularly watch cricket have also been, the vibes been fun, and people have been keen to get out and experience the vibe of cricket.
Yeah, it's a day out. It's like a 6-hour, 5-hour game.
Yeah.
Go enjoy your evening.
Taught my girlfriend some basic rules. She sort of understands what a 4 and a 6 is now.
Didn't take any catches there.
We were practicing,
Okay.
but no, nothing understanding.
Okay, and it's getting people talking about cricket as well.
100%.
Which is good.
Getting kids going to games, interested in the sport. I mean, it's only going to be good for it. Here's off the pads. Herman just nudges it for a single to short fine leg.
See how voting's changed a bit as well. We got more for Sunrise.
People can't vote later.
30 votes now. It was 20. So there's got to be some Pretoria Capitals voters in there still. Listen, I think you got to ride or die with your team. I don't think anyone thinks it's finished. Definitely, I think everyone would say it is advantage. SEC, but again, any wickets could do a whole bunch here. Here's Pretoria's good start from him coming into Rossington. Nick just threw for a single down to third man. I mean, you would have needed a gully in place there. King Cullis. I mean, if you lights and need some advice, he's your guy, hey?
He's your guy.
Bowler, batter, fielder.
My opinion, the greatest of all time. I know it's disputed. It's
hard to argue.
I mean,
what's all round? No, I don't think you didn't see really anyone replicating his stats. Next best, all round, it would be like Ben Stokes. Or if they ran that, they would have been gone.
Yeah.
I think that's Nokia there.
Yeah.
But you guys think of the change of rule that if a direct hit, you can't run on both throws.
I think it's
It
good.
makes sense.
Yeah,
It incentivizes people having a shot,
It's definitely
which is what you want.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
watching
exciting.
a wicket.
Yeah,
the ground.
exactly. What's not to know about a good run out,
100%.
No, I like it a lot. I think it's still, if it's off the bat, it's anyone's game. If it's if it hits the bowler's pad, top edge, over.
That's lucky.
Does it have enough legs to go to the boundary? It looks like it.
That's very
Just
lucky.
these things that are not rolling in the Capitals' favour, which will sting.
That was a tiny over up until then.
Yeah, 7 from it, that's not bad. I mean, that is the run rate essentially. It sprung up on him a little bit. I think it even seemed to swing quite late there. I didn't know much about that.
Yeah, no, he didn't know where that
Top
was.
edge straight over the keeper. That brings an end to that over. 30 for 1 after 3. In the balance still from a power play perspective. I think the ACC will take us. Ethan Bosch coming back into the attack. When are they going to use Unref? It's so interesting. I wonder if they're worried about him going for runs with the pace on the ball. But you think you've got your best wicket taker. You need early wickets in a final when you set a low total.
But this isn't the first time that they've done this. I mean,
they've used him in all parts of the game.
Yeah.
Good fielding. No run there, I don't think. Yeah, that's the dot. Very good stuff from Rousseau. Sorry, you were saying? Yeah.
Oh no, he's one of those guys that you would expect to be used with the new ball, but he has the ability to fit in wherever you need him here.
Yeah.
Look at that moustache.
It's glorious. Ethan Bosch. Oh, Rossington, he looks like he gets all of it. He doesn't, just kind of paddles it actually. He thought it was going to be a 1 bounce 4, but they get 2 from it over mid wicket. He's doing exactly what he needs to do here, though, Rossington. He hasn't really looked to play any risky shots. I mean, you're confident, just get it over. A bit high on the face again, but 2 runs there. He's doing just fine. Here comes Bosch. 2 of the first 2. Oh, he's lucky. He's got straight. That could be a 6. Oh no, not far enough. Just shy of the fielders. Just don't feel like those 50-50. So many of those ones that are those top edges that are going behind square could have fallen.
Yeah.
Another 2 for Rossington. So as I was saying, he wasn't taking a necessary risk. Comes charging down, tries to hit it towards mid wicket, top edge. Miguel Pretoria and full salt, both within a couple meters of what would have been an amazing catch. That. Over your head, though, it's always going to be difficult. So Bosch for his 4th ball. Oh, that looks huge. That looks huge. He's pulled that square of the wicket. It's just sat up in mid wicket, and Rossington, and for his 2 non-time balls, he has hit that out of the middle of middles. Bang. Oh, Bosch, he's been expensive. He did get that breakthrough, timber. But other than that, he's been expensive. Hasn't been very full. We haven't seen anything of Adil Rashid. I think he's going to be brought in as soon as the power play ends.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a massive spell from him. You need to give him some runs to have.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
They'll usually will play him like they played Markram. I reckon Adil will go at like 5.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Over.
You don't need any more.
Yeah, you just play him out
because
they know he's dangerous.
Yeah.
They know he's a dangerous one.
Thing is, they might just go. Almost a field that could have been a little run out opportunity. Rossington almost getting hit by the throw into the keeper.
So it's just a run the ball now, hey? If they just keep wickets,
run the ball, they win the game. But I think it might be. I think Nokia maybe 6, and then just him and Nokia and Rashid. I'm just going to try and rip them apart in like Rashid probably bowls all out, Nokia probably bowls 2, maybe 3 in that pattern of the game where they have protection. It looks big. Is it a top edge though? No, that's huge. That is massive, even bigger than the last one.
That's a very expensive over.
Big. That is steady of 2 overs from Bosch.
That is.
I can't see him being brought back into the attack.
16 that over.
Wow, Rossington has gone to 26 or 14 already, the highest scorer in this final. Proving to be a very good power play. Now, we said they wanted to get to probably 50 and Roman losing 1 wicket in the power play. I think they've already done that with an over to spare.
They got
2 overs to spare.
Yeah, 46 with 2 overs to spare now. Yeah, we said between 40 and 50 for the power play.
I do like this though. I don't think you should, when you're chasing a low total, bat like you should bat. You don't need to act like you're chasing 200.
Yeah.
But don't just go at a run of ball and then find yourself in a position where you're having to chase game. Here we go. The man we've been speaking about and waiting for. Had they waited too long, time will only tell. 11 matches, 18 wickets at an average of 13, economy of 6.2. Anrich Snorkia.
Those are great figures, man.
So good. Also an Eastern Cape boy, actually. Yeah. So will he be a local villain?
I'm excited to see him bowl.
Stu's come back just for him.
Give us 150s, yeah.
This is going to be fast. Jordan Herman has not faced the ball this quick in his life.
I think he hit 152, 153 in the semi-final. So he's cranking it up there.
I thought that was going to carry a quick one. Let's see a pace on that. 146.
Warming up.
Slow ball. I saw slow ball that he bowled, the knuckle ball at 139 clocks. I mean, how ridiculous is that? What's up on the splice? That's like when you're playing hockey in the cold and you get those vibrations.
That's all.
Get a new bat soon.
Your soft hands.
That's just the advertising for your manufacturing there. If you can sustain a unwritten cure, or here he comes in for the second delivery to Herman around the wicket, or giving him width and he's just throwing the hands at it. That should be 4 runs.
That was a chance. I think that could have been a chance.
I think so. I don't think it carried. it would have been close. I mean,
Anywhere-
Jimmy Neesham, eh?
Anywhere around Jimmy Neesham's a chance.
Anything. And he's close though as well.
Yeah.
He's not giving himself, he's not on the edge of that ring. How much did that carry? Oh, it's upish. Oh!
Okay, no, that would,
It's not a catch, but it did carry.
that
It just
would
wide
have
of
been
him.
outstanding. Look at that.
Oh,
I mean, that would have been. Oh, it was
poor effort.
Yeah, you can't really expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're ticking along 21 of 10 for Jordan Herman. Or tighter, I like that. Or not off stump for Nokia.
Better. 150. Hit the
150, there we go. I want Nokia to have a game here. I want to get that one wicket being one of Rudolph van der Merwe. I think
It's
Rudolph,
two.
Rudolph's two ahead because it's two in his last two balls. 3 wickets in total, he was one behind. Big for the program. Herman looks pretty comfortable at this stage. I think that it's the ones that are close to you. When it's a working body and that fast, you can throw hands at it and you just need to get something on it. Oh, that is mean.
Is
No.
There
Full
was
Salt
there.
looked at something. He might be going upstairs. They might be interested. I don't know why not. If he thinks so, I don't
No, he
think
doesn't
so. He
look
doesn't look
convinced,
that
no.
convinced. I think by now it looks like he wants to.
No.
I think they do want to, but I don't think there's like enough to warrant it. That was mean though. That's in his eye line. That's not fun. Oh, he almost threw it up, eh?
I see we got another couple of votes there. Still the Eastern Cape.
Eastern Cape still up. Yeah, a little bit tighter on off stump. Lucky he's got that boundary away because they actually don't mind this. It's 4, 5, 6 and over versus Nokia and Adil. I think they're okay because they're ahead of the game already. Especially now, they don't really need to chase it. Something tells me that if it was Rossington, he'd be like coming down the track.
Yeah. But Nokia's kept it tidy, yeah? I mean,
Outside off stump,
yeah.
one wide one.
even that wide one, I mean,
Even that far.
Yeah, if Herman mistimed that ever so slightly, there could have
Shooting
been,
it up, yeah.
there could have been a wicket. So,
Also with
he's
the
kept it
pace,
tidy.
like sometimes just gets that outside edge. Oh, good ball, no run. Just 4 from it's a great
It's a
over.
lovely finish, yeah.
That's what you want from the best bowler in the league or second best, depending on how you see it. But depth, easily the best in this team. One more over the power play to go. I wonder who they're going to bowl here. Surely Parnell.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
to bring him in. I think they need to bring him
Well,
in.
that's been very economical, man.
Has
He's been very good.
I think also in general batting teams don't like too economical overs back to back. So if they start chasing Parnell, they can easily get a little breakthrough here.
I was going to say, I mean, 2 or 3 overs going at like 3, 4 runs and over. I mean, that's going to put massive pressure on the
Massive
batsmen,
pressure.
and then they're going to
You
go
always
for
have
those
to
big
play shots.
Yeah.
It's almost in like Test cricket when you're trying to block out a day. It doesn't matter if you're like blocking out. You still feel like you need to be scoring runs. It's like your inner cricketing psyche just isn't happy with you, even though like maybe your brain is telling you it's fine. You know? I think you still just feel under pressure. You want to feel like the score was ticking, and because they're ahead of it, they want to stay ahead of it. Okay, they've gone with the goal twice again. He had a good first over, to be fair. It'll be interesting to see how it goes here.
Oh,
Straight over the bowler's head. It looks like he's absolutely middled it. 6
Shots
runs.
again.
Rossington is middling this. Could he be taking it away from the Capitals single-handedly?
I think so.
That's a great shot.
If this over goes big, it's going to be difficult to bring it back for the Park Capitals. Yeah, he's middled that.
Nothing
That was in
better
the slot,
than watching a shot down the ground like that. Man.
Where you just stand still. No, he didn't even move. That was like a driver of a golf tee. Cheers. See you later. No catches there, unfortunately. I'll go just for the side screen. Yeah. Look at this partnership, 45 of 23. Not pretty viewing for a Capitals fan here. I mean, it is all about how you take your form towards the back end of the tournament. All you need to do is get to a knockout stage, and then it's a scrap.
In the slot.
That is exactly where you would have wanted it.
Thank you very much.
No way is Rossington in any reality is punching that down for a single.
He's not a fan of singles, Rossington.
No.
And he's playing T20 cricket, so doing exactly his job here.
Been very impressed with this work.
Probably the best pinch hitting opener, you could say. Oh, it's
Another
wide. That's got to be Oh, if there was a fielder there, fielder that was caught. Looks like quite a big, decent boundary there. 1 bounce 4, 10 off the first 2 balls of this. I don't think Tristan Sells wants to bat. Only not that he doesn't like the occasion, but I think they all just wouldn't mind just
watching.
being okay.
Yeah, just watching him and
win a tournament, watching your teammates take it home. You know, definitely doesn't want to bat is Susander.
No.
And beyond that, class. They respect a good ball. Thing is, you're at 10 and over. You've already won the over.
Yeah.
You actually don't need to chase it at all.
No.
Like, if it's in the slot to hit, he's going to throw the blade at it and kind of at this point. But, like, I think there's something to be said about just respecting a good ball.
Sensible batting. You don't need to.
He doesn't need to.
It's sensible batting if he
He's
just.
36 or 17.
Yeah. But as you said, like he's got the rate
He's
now,
won the over.
so like you don't need to take those risks.
And he's
he's gonna
there's got to be
take
6. This is a huge over. We said Parnell, not to say. I mean, if you think of it, okay, their best bowlers are probably Parnell, Rashid, and Nokia. That's 12 overs.
And they've only
We are
bowled one.
6
They've only
overs
bowled
in, and they've only bowled 1.
One of those guys.
And you low total. Surely you want to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to save it for the back end of the innings, but they need to have a back innings to save.
They won't even get there. Yeah.
At this rate, they need to like take some wickets. Coffee. Yeah.
Another one.
No.
What's that?
no.
This is not pretty.
There's another 6.
Oh, no, this is huge. Rossington. Watch, I want to see these Eastern Cape votes.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Oh, he's lost. I mean, it's done.
That's massive.
You respected the one good ball, and now the respect's gone. No more respect. Bang.
Those forearms are working.
Oh, what a.
Oh,
Man, wait for a dive. What? No, he
no
threaded
ways.
it for 4.
that is just cheeky.
That's too cheeky.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is that his 50?
no ways.
No way. 50 of 20 balls. Wow.
Stu, and how are we talking about this? About what Eastern Cape would have wanted in the top?
Yeah.
That's
76.
Yeah, almost double what we were predicting.
They've got half the runs they need.
Yeah, literally.
About
After
that.
6 overs.
Last over for 26 runs. That is going to hurt. Parnell's chatting to Rousseau saying you got to turn some off easier.
Looks like they do. Looks like Rashid's on.
And you have to. You have to bowl. In my opinion, you actually almost bowl Rashid and Nokia out.
Yeah,
Maybe dovetail Nokia and Parnell.
yeah. No,
And if it's turning square, you can even gamble on Rousseau.
but these guys need to take the
You
reins.
need it. The thing is now a leggy to Rossington is actually exactly what they need.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be throwing hundred. But as you said, like they mustn't be worried. The last over went for 4. It's completely undone by them 26. I mean, if they were batting first, we'd speak about them getting to 200 plus. They're chasing 130.
Yeah.
I mean, if this does come crumbling down, it's going to be a hell of a finish. Good ball. Bit of spin in the turf, which we knew from before, but perfect job.
Well
Herman.
waited.
I wonder if Herman's going to just see himself as a holding role. I don't think they really need to change much, though.
No.
I think at this stage, let Rossington go.
Yeah, no, don't stop what you're doing. I mean, you don't need to, again, chase the good balls with Rashid. Just don't know if that's how he thinks. 52 of 20, that is massive. Adil Rashid, we know he's done it on every stage around the world. Can he provide something magical here?
This would be
Always
an
just a
incredible
single.
comeback.
Just a single.
I think Robinson's looking the same as we need 70 odd to win. I need 50 to get 100.
I guess
That's fine,
Emma
actually.
in the final. Oh, Herman getting shot.
Yeah.
So 2 singles the first, all navigated.
Oh, that's
that's
too
good.
good.
Bit too high.
Yeah.
Too high. They're not going to go upstairs, I don't think. They're tempted to. That's at most it's clipping.
Yeah.
Surely. He was standing up right there.
Umpire's call is a massive decision here.
It's huge.
It can change.
It's massive. I don't think that was hitting. He was standing quite upright. But he's beaten the bat. Oh, good turn.
Yeah,
It's him
that's
above
too
the
high,
back
yeah.
pad, above the
Great
back
ball, though.
pad. You also see generally the reaction from the bowler. Oh, he's gone. He's
yeah.
come down the
Was
wicket
that
and
the
he bowled the
googly?
googly. Exactly what they wanted Rashid to do. A wicket taker. It's not even Herman was going for a run. He was just trying to punch it and get to the thing. He just dragged it, pulled it back a little bit, turned it the other way.
Smart keeping. I think there might have been a fumble there, but
Oh, really?
in the end, what's the bells
He was
off?
halfway down the track.
Oh,
That's textbook.
Oh, no, it's clean catch.
That's a great googly, that.
Yeah.
Oh,
The wrong end.
he sent him. Man of the semi-final, though, is walking in now. Can he keep a cool head? I mean, he doesn't need to do much. I think just play your natural game and you should win this game. We spoke about them batting deep. You know, a couple of wickets shouldn't hurt them too much, but nerves can do funny things. And especially when you're in your head about, it's one of the best bowlers in the world. It's going to be tough now with the deal with Sheed and Nokia dovetailing. Although this was Nokia's end. So I wonder if he'll come from the other side or if they'll give it to Parnell. I'll give it to himself.
Interesting. I think if it rains as well, I mean, those clouds look a bit dark, but the field's still sunny. But if it rains, sunrises, okay, it's way sunny. The sunrises of the deal is.
Yeah, they just can't. Even so, just don't lose wickets.
Yeah.
So the wickets are the ones that kills you in Douglas Lewis. Averages 34, 340 runs. It's a very good campaign. Obviously, it was 244.
It's gonna be
last
very,
match.
it's gonna be very difficult for him to take the lead. I think he needs another 50 to be the number one run scorer.
To be fair, I don't think he has that anywhere near his mind right now. I think he just wants to get home.
He wants that win for the
To
team.
be the first team and captain on that trophy. I think just in the context of his career as an international, he's obviously been one of the most scrutinized Proteas. Everyone says he's just expected so much from him getting up, and he hasn't bowled as much international credentials as he would have liked. Winning the domestic home league is like a massive feather in his cap.
Yeah. But let's not talk
Tidy over by Rashid.
Let's not talk too soon.
4 for 1. That's very
4
good.
for 1. That's great. Now, if you think of that back to back, if you have now Nokia only going for 4 as well. That's such a good. That's such a good, especially the one that just beat him on the leggy, and then you just throw in that one. But also just to drag it back a little bit because you saw him coming down. Yeah, Herman.
The 2 Englishmen working together there.
Yeah. Rossington only showing respect for his fellow countrymen. 0 from the girl victorious. Yeah, so it's still pretty reading as a SEC fan.
Oh, we got more votes there. More towards the sunrises.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be bold to go in another direction. But so Cox, more of a pinch hitter. But here we have Anouk Nokia for a second over, straight at the stumps, off the splice a little bit. They'll give 1. Yeah, just the 1. Rossington. I mean, no one's really looked comfortable off Nokia.
No.
The whole tournament, never mind just today.
5 6s, man.
5 6s.
He's been bossing it, eh?
Anything short of a length, he's just clogged.
He scored 46 out of his 54 in boundaries.
And the other 2 runs were the edges over the infield. He was trying to hit him for 4 or 6. And it's T20 cricket, huh?
He's absolutely busted.
Yeah, class. Class from the man.
He wants that M&M, eh?
Well done, Markram. But it looks like it's coming quickly, at least in the 140s. Yeah, with Rossington, it's also been, pretty much just from square. Yeah. So you have 1 single and 2 singles. I know, right?
There's the 1.
Yeah. Surely, it looks like just you would expect a couple more there.
You would think. Here comes third ball. No run again, just the 1 run so far.
Good bowling.
Very good bowling. We spoke about those runs drying up. Can they bring wickets? That's obviously the currency they need to be dealing in right now. I mean, they're speaking at half time. You kind of need bowl them out. It's going to be so hard to restrict them.
Yeah.
So that's 8 wicket taking deliveries of their 75 balls left. Long way to go. 55 runs. Still some to play with, but they can't have a
Perfectly placed.
It's one of those where you just, if there's someone there, it's in his
got
bread
it,
basket,
yeah.
but he's picked the gap, he's picked it off the pad through the mid wicket, 1 bounce 4. That's all you got to do. Same as last over, the 1 bad ball, beautiful ball. You know, capitalize where you can.
Yeah, that was a bit of nothing
drag down in the shot, out of the middle. Very loyal to GM there.
He has been
Markham there. Not many players sponsored by GM.
I was big when Quinton went.
Oh, he's trying to loft it. That looks big.
That's a catch. Come on.
Oh, tell us. Oh, the crowd will tell you that it's gone down. Ish, unreal.
He's not chuffed with that. But that also was a bit of a nothing ball. That
2 drag downs. He's trying to attack the stumps and pads, cross seam as well.
Oh, no, that wasn't nothing.
He's just picked it up. At that pace, you just need to get something on that. That's a little maximum out of the middle as well. York. Cheers. Well watched from Markham. Good enough batsman not to worry about. Have to worry about the
distance as well.
Oh, better from Nokia. No run to finish, but a good over bar 2 balls.
Yeah,
It's gone for 11 now.
Those two off balls just got the left hand.
Yeah. Looking like a great decision to have bowled first, huh?
And how many sixes is that, hey? Like 376 sixes for this tournament is massive.
That's huge.
That's
a lot.
That is insane.
How many games did he? 30.
Something like that, I think.
You mathematician? So
there's 6
5
teams.
6 teams. They each played 10 times in the group stages.
So
that's 60 games.
50 games. 6. I think it's 33 games.
That's 60.
But still,
right, because you have it.
Yes.
Okay, then that adds up. Oh, 33 games. That makes sense. Rashid back into the attack as
So looking at
expected.
12 sixes again.
yeah,
It's big.
yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
I mean,
It's actual Prince.
on its own, that's 72 runs. 45 required from 71. Oh, he looked like he wanted to go there. Well done, just to punch it down. You could just see him skying that straight up. Rashid making him wait for it. Yeah, throw it up above the eye line. It's so hard for batters, especially if they're in, to like not throw hands at it.
No, he did well dealing.
Rashid for his 3rd ball. Oh, it looks good. All that Markham. So wait through it.
All they need right now, over.
It's slow that it's going to be so hard to bring the batsman forward that you can easily just overpitch it as a spinner. Whereas I think he's more loop was off, you can skid on a little bit more on these slower tracks. All 4 balls. 4 balls were dealt with.
Capitals will be needing a breakthrough.
He doesn't hit a boundary in 3 balls. He's going to be itching. Wouldn't be surprised if he throws his hands at this one with Rossington. Grinning from ear to ear after that last one. Ooh, googly.
Well bowled.
Traps him in a stump. He doesn't like going slow, Rossington. Look at him. He's having a fat laugh. He feels like he's playing a Sunday league on his home track here. He doesn't worry too much. You know, I don't know if he picked the googly. Great over so far. Here from Rashid. Can he finish it off well? And he'll punch it down, probably just get the single.
Yeah.
That's 2 from it. 3 from it?
Yeah, 3 from it, I think.
Good over. From it, great over. Now that is a strategy break.
Fan craze. Strategic break.
Thank Grace.
Doesn't sound quite right.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank Grace, strategic break.
Yeah.
Not
There we
entire
go.
strategic.
Oh, we're building there. So, what are we talking here? What are you doing if you went Parnell? Stu? You're Aiden Markham, you went Parnell. Talk to me, brother.
Parnell's got a really tricky.
He hasn't bowled himself
spot right
yet.
now, so yeah,
You can't bring Miguel Pretorius back. You can't bring Ethan Boschman.
they need Rossington. I think you got to give Nokia one more. I think maybe himself now to start 1 over.
Maybe keep Nokia for when a
Maybe
deal
even-
finishes.
Maybe even
Then-
a cheek.
Because Nokia is for 2, he bowls himself 2 now. Then Rashid will bowl out with him, and then Nokia will come back.
Yeah, but I think those 3 bowlers need to actually they need to take grip on the game now.
Maybe Rousseau to Rossington. There's no pace on the ball.
I was thinking so, but it's the right-handed. If they were lefties, you'd think that's nice because he's quite skiddy. You know, you want it turning away. Where I feel like Rossington is picking up so good.
Look, you've got 42 runs to play with here. There's no way they're stopping them from getting those 42 runs if they bat out.
Yeah, essentially, that's a roll of the dice to go Rousseau though, because he could go for 20.
Yeah,
He could, but if they don't get a wicket,
They're done anyways.
they're done anyways.
Yeah, I don't think you can't bowl for economy at this stage.
No.
I don't think even dot balls now is going to tempt the Sunrisers into be playing shots they don't need to. The thing is, they've done it. They've hit the bad ball away. Haven't actually really had to do much. I think a lot of it they've been trying to bowl wicket-taking balls. They haven't hit their areas. And they've had 3 big overs, 126 hurt.
Yeah, that was massive.
That was the last one of the power play. It wouldn't have actually been a bad power play. It became a very good one for ACC.
I mean, for the Eastern Cape's point of view, it'll be great for them if they could win the game in the next 3 overs. But they don't need to. I don't think, I just think play sensibly. Robinson's been playing well. He's been hitting the bad balls. He's been dealing well with the good balls.
I don't even think they should consider a run rate.
Yeah, no.
I think you just play cricket.
Just play cricket, yeah. So, but also play sensibly as well. I don't know. For me, there's no need to double step every second ball.
No, it was like SEC when they had their massive total and JSK was so far behind. You actually just needed to bowl and hit the deck.
Yeah.
You're not going to go for 25 in the last 4 overs unless you like bowling lots of extras. These guys are good enough to be able to hit their lanes.
Yeah.
You just got to back yourself, just like these oaks.
Colin Ingram.
Leggies. I love that. I mean, it's again, they had to throw the dice, Oaks. You did not say that in your strategy breakers, Captain.
I said throw the dice, but
That wasn't even a consideration. We
I
completely didn't think
yeah.
that. It's interesting, they got for 2 leggies when they did have an offie option.
Yeah, I would have gone for the offie option, I think.
But it's turning away from the right-hander.
Yeah.
I think he is quite skiddy as well. I don't think he moves it too much. I mean, he's not a known all-rounder, but let's see what happens. It's going to be very interesting. It's a good ball to start off with.
Good ball.
In the zone.
He looks chuffed to be bowling.
Yeah, bringing his step.
Trotting around.
Yeah.
Oh, it's spinning a lot, eh? This game.
Wow. Yeah, you saw that from Markram and Rudolph. Oh, it's turning as well. Just punch that away, get the single. Again, someone like Ingram, he bowls 6 good balls in the over, fair play, but he's probably going to have a loose. And these 2 are good enough to kill it. 2 good balls, sit back.
That's fun a lot.
Yeah, good seam positioning though. Very pretty. It's like a Steve Smith. Yeah. It's a funny leg spin.
That's a very messy leg spin.
It's another good ball, but they're just going to pick that gap every time. So now, do they start? Oh, there'll be 2 actually. 1 left behind square. Do they start bringing in people from the fence and encouraging them to go over the top? Because again,
Yeah.
1s and 2s is money for SEC. How far are they taking this gamble? It's almost like they're not taking the bait to go and chase after him. Oh, good full, but just probably 1 would. Oh, no one there! Oh, down the ground. Great shot from Markham. There we said it, 1 bad ball. Bit too full, straight. Markham picks it up 4 runs.
I think the guy who started putting the Sunrise Eastern Cape's name on the trophy.
Oh, it's not the engraving. I always get nervous with the early engraving. And there's actually, there's nothing that bothers me more than is an early man of the match call.
Oh,
And hey, and when it's announced with like a game to go, especially like a rugby match, it's like it's like 5 minutes left. The game still hasn't been won.
Yeah.
Someone could score the most outrageous winning try.
Like that Marco Jansen game. Like there was a man
Yeah,
match like announced
both,
stuff.
yes.
Like and then but like Marco Jansen just said like he was in for 3 overs and smashed
then
that 60.
Did he get man of the match?
I hope he did.
Yeah, because like 90% of the votes were in before he had even had a chance to.
the commentators could overrule the.
Okay.
the
Is it the
online
commentators
voting.
who decide?
No, so
The
they
viewer
vote.
side.
But then,
Yes, I know there's a
but then
fan.
the commentators can.
Oh, if they know, they can overrule.
I think so.
That makes sense. Otherwise, you just have votes like running away with it. What's happened there?
Looked like they went
Scurry
for 3
through.
and they made it in.
I mean, it's 3.
Yeah, 3 there.
No, those 2.
Two.
Markham was on 19. Yeah, so it was 2.
And he's got to 21 very quickly. Yeah.
Another vote in there for Eastern Cape.
Yeah, so it looks like it's
People are wise, eh?
people are wise.
Mm.
This is massive for the state of the Oranje Mensa. They'll be
It is
loving
massive. It is
it.
massive because I mean they don't have a.
They were underdogs.
They were.
You would have never. So
Yeah.
few people would have said like they were going to win.
22,000 people in attendance.
Oh, that's
That's massive.
amazing.
That's very cool.
It was sold out, so at least everyone is redeeming that. I don't know what the capacity is. I would always think it was bigger. It is. The cricket stadiums aren't that big, though.
Units
is like I think it's only 18,000.
Units were small when I only went there first time this year, but it was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. But it's one of the best grounds out there.
I still don't think there's nothing better than St George's. The vibe, the band. Oh, straight up. There could be a wicket. Nokia, is there someone underneath it?
Oh.
Yeah, full salt. Okay, Nokia has made the breakthrough. Is this the beginning of the end?
They need.
Man, what if there's a hat trick here? What if there's a hat trick?
Then that's a game changer.
That's a game changer. That is quick. That's something that TV I don't think will ever fully convey is how quick that ball is going.
Yeah.
For anyone who's bowled like or face someone of even like 130 k's an hour, like that's hurts fast. 150. A good knock though. We see if someone has it. Oh, there's load shedding. But we said if someone scores a 60, they'll probably win the game.
57 or 30. That's a big blow.
It's a massive dent.
So you can't
Massive dent. Sid Stubbs didn't want to come in. Here he is, the golden boy. His highest score of 30 can only be beaten here if he scores pretty much all the runs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think that, let's say, if they do go on to win, he's been the most expensive player, and he hasn't necessarily been the X factor. I mean, he's been good. He's chipped in. Lots of times.
Yeah,
but he's never taken the game away from another team.
I've been a bit disappointed with the media around him. I mean, he's done his job. He's chipped in. He's contributed to the score. He just hasn't been that X factor. But I
think they'll always gravitate to the price tag.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
not his fault.
He's only
It's not his
scored,
fault,
I think 200 runs.
Less.
Yeah, I think
150.
Let's see.
So-
185 runs.
There we go. So I mean,
Not
run
bad.
per dollar. Not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, no, sure. Listen, I think they want, because they think this tournament's going to go on long, they want him to be there with seasons to come. So you
Of
lock
course.
him down for season 1. So you incur that cost early. I mean, he hasn't warranted the 9 million price tag for sure, like objectively this season. But like,
Yeah, but I mean, the media's like,
would he walk?
150.
Fiddled with it outside off.
150.
Oh, they're going up.
Nice.
I don't think he can though. I think it has to be Parnell.
Yeah.
So it's not
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Parnell says why not? This could be massive.
What
Instead of dark, we said hat trick, eh? Fiddled it. It looked like it came back in after. Generally, when it swings though, it generally means it hasn't been.
Look
Because
here.
then this has to be upright to go to swing.
Nokia was not convinced. I think Tennis O'Brien and Phil Salt just
Yeah.
Paul Salk was very convinced though, although he hasn't been
I see.
close. Crossy, maybe it wasn't Nick.
No,
he's missed it.
no.
But look at that movement.
For a cross seam as well, hey?
Yeah, but off that bounce, I think the
Yeah.
seam just like sat up a little bit. Moved.
No man fault.
Yeah, he wasn't sure. No, he's missed it.
It's a clear gap.
Do you reckon he walks?
He did walk. He did
Oh,
walk.
did he?
I'm
Oh,
pretty
yes,
sure,
he
yeah,
did earlier in the
walk.
tournament. In a final, though.
No.
I think it was like Adam Gilchrist. He like one of the only cricketers to walk every single time. Like, he did something and like not even hesitation.
It's a good reputation to have him.
Yeah,
I think.
everyone loves it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I think now it doesn't really happen.
But sometimes you just don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, which is fair, and I don't.
you're not going to walk if you're not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, great over here from Nokia. Just a block, so 2 dots and a wicket. Absorb
nervous,
pressure. Yeah, you can see he's nervous. It's a tall boy though. I don't think he's too.
He didn't move his feet at all there.
No, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, beat him for pace that though.
Oh, good,
100%. Like that's it. He's not through the shot early enough.
Nokia's fired up now.
Yeah, I think he's going for a Yorker. Either that or it's chin music. Yeah, I think if he just keeps that line of middle and off, he's in the money. Puts you straight, punches it away. 1, probably, yeah, just the 1 there. Good mark on the striker, 2 balls to come.
He needs another wicket.
If they get a wicket this over, it's big.
Mm.
Then it's Cox in.
Yeah.
He's only really had 1 or 2 innings so far.
Markram needs to stay in here.
I don't think Marco Jansen wants to bat, although he can. He's proven his ODI batting credentials like a lot. I think it's sort of. He got such long levers. He just fetches anything. That's so wild.
And those levers can create some force behind it.
Yeah, they come in with pace. Unreal. What's he gonna do here? Oh, and there he did spoon it a little bit, just down to square leg. Another one. This is good though, just singles. He hasn't really bowled a bad ball this over as Unreal.
Got something in his shoe.
Got something in his shoe.
That's an extra 3 kilometers in there.
Yeah.
He's just unlocking those.
Yeah, I'd love to see something like 155. Yo, player of the
Bartman's
match.
up there, hey?
Yeah, he
That's
was
very
class though. Ruloff. I
I'd
think
say Rosington. Hey?
you got to go Rosington just
Yeah.
because
He changed
it does look like a boating surface, and he's just taking it away
He's just changed the
from,
momentum in this
from
game.
Capitals. Like him going out early, like it just would have hurt them, but he seems to have taken it away from them. The other batsmen have been able just to kind of go about their business, which have also been good. You know, Herman was also 20 of like 15.
Herman did well.
Markham's been very good since coming in. That just eases that pressure. Oh, he spooned it.
There's no one there. There's no one there.
Oh, a square leg would have had him a wicket. He did not look comfortable there.
Stubbs has not been good against the fast ball. In this
Yeah,
tournament.
He's been rushed, eh?
Yeah.
He just hot and 2 brains there. I think he wanted to go for it and then he just stopped. Just held it up, little top edge, exactly where square leg would have been. Just a single, I think. It's a good over from Unrecht. He would have liked. Oh, no, it's no ball.
Yes.
I would have hurt him a lot
So now
more if he got him out.
So now Markram
Yeah,
is on the
Markram's
spot.
facing.
Yeah. They're going to call it, hey? They surely
You have to. I mean, if you see the no ball, it's just underhand.
There you go.
You can't really. I don't think he charged down the wicket now, though.
I think it's Markham who just swinging back.
I think Mark's going to step across the stumps and try it.
Flick.
Yeah, something square. Or the wicket on the leg side. See here, free hit. He has had a go. Try to hit a flat batted baseball back over Nokia's
That's a
head.
good ball, though. Hey?
It is a good ball. I mean, any nick there, and that's gone for 4 as well. He didn't look too close to hitting it. Yeah, so good. Last 3 overs, very good. But it's like, it feels like it hasn't impacted the game that much because that's how far ahead of it they are.
Rosington changed momentum, hey, with that over 26. That, I think that was the game.
Let's say that it even just goes for 10, you know, take another 16 runs off of this, like going a lot closer to a runner ball where like those dot balls are now a bit more nerve-wracking. So they're having a good time. That's Shoma Josie.
Indeed. If is there a closing ceremony?
Well, she was like a part of the opening.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if
Maybe it was before the game.
yeah.
Didn't diarize that.
No.
Yeah, you have to build a sheet out. No Parnell still. I think Parnell bowls next.
I think Parnell's not bowling. With his ankle.
He's injured.
Oh.
I was thinking about that. He's injured.
He's a batsman.
That's
Well,
Oh,
That's a good ball.
I did not see that.
oh, that turned.
Come on, Stubbsy.
It's quick right-hander. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stop just pushing at it and just.
Oh, you can so easy nick that. They got a slip in place as well. Stay in. Yeah, they got a slip in place.
For the Google.
Shot. Man out there though, just the one.
3 from 6, huh? That's unlike Stubbs. Which means he's doing his job.
But I feel like I don't know, he can because when he tries to play too many shots almost, where I feel like he's a good enough ball striker that like he doesn't really need to push at it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he just likes getting going. You know, he likes playing his shots. Which isn't like his natural game, I think. So yeah. Big here though, if Markham goes out this over, it would be massive. Oh! That could be the ball of the day. That's pitched on leg, beaten top of off.
He's bowling well. Hey?
Wow. I mean, that's cross seam. Wow. I mean, when you're getting these dot balls would be making them so nervous if they were chasing a big total. Because they'll have to start chasing. The googly and there's no one there. Not convincing. They're coming back for 2.
Have to.
Easy
Yes,
2
well
there.
run.
Yeah, well done.
Very
Very
well
well
run.
run. Well done. Didn't pick the googly though.
No.
Did not look comfortable.
I backed it down. If they needed 42 or 50 now, they would not be feeling so comfortable.
No, they would feel like they'd have to chase him. Oh,
It's-
flipper.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah. This is spinning like
That
that.
is those revelations. Let's see if he does here. Oh, I could tell he was going to go no one there. Very loose shot. Just a one bounce to the outside fielder for a single. You can see it's frustrating them to the point where they're doing it. I mean, they don't need to. Is this Adil's third or fourth? I think it's his third.
Yeah.
He needs a wicket here.
Would we keep Ingram in there for the next one? Or put one out? If
Rousseau.
okay, tidy over.
Such a good over. I mean, what a spell. But they've done what they needed to do with him. It was a little bit loose here, but like, you don't need to go after him.
No.
And that's what Rossington has allowed them to do. I just feel like they didn't bring enough gun in early, especially with Nokia. But Parnell was a massive loss for them, yeah? Did a little bit of damage with the bat, but he can't bowl at all.
But he's in the team for bowling all rounder though. That's the thing. So I find it a bit.
But who's replacing him with the bat though? Who's going?
I'm not sure who's. Yeah. I'm not
Oh,
sure
how many
who's-
bowlers do they? Because who's making up his overs then?
But then Jock kind of true.
Yeah. You actually put on some pads the other day. I saw him in the net, yeah.
Okay, they're going with Ingram again.
I don't think it's a bad bet. It's like it spin's working. It's like with these part-time bowlers, can they back it up in second over?
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is when you see like drag downs and stuff like that.
You want 6 good balls here from him.
But if he gets onto land, especially against Stubbs, because I think
Stubbs.
oh, that is so unlucky for the Capitals. Spooned it.
That was a bit of a nothing shot that one.
That was one-handed finish.
That was Markham as well.
Markham.
Yeah.
The spinners are doing well.
They are.
They had another I think they have another spin in their team,
So-
like a genuine one. No, but like
Genuine,
2-2-2 be in the starting 11.
Yeah.
Think of. I don't really need when you have a double sheet. You don't think of having 2 genuine spinners in a South African pitch.
That's true.
This
Proving like the worth of someone like Markham. But
is not
Yeah.
Test the Rainbow.
no,
Test the Rainbow.
definitely not.
No, they-
Colin Ingram.
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go. That's better. That's better. Just singles, Oaks. Literally, you need to score like 3 and over. Not that you should go 3 and over, but don't be like worried about good balls because you're gonna be able to hit the bad one. I like what Ingram's doing though. He's putting it in the spot. He's like hit a pretty decent end. I don't know when the last boundary was. Oh, he's come down the ground.
Catch.
Oh, he's out! Woo! There he goes. That is massive. Markram is gone with 25 runs to go. Massive from Ingram, giving him the second over, trusting the spinner. He said that he came charging down. Is that a second
He
take?
really didn't need to do that.
Riley Rousseau with the take. I know it's just marshalling the troops. I don't think he has any intention of bowling.
Yeah.
26 of 19, good knock. You would have really liked to be there at the end, being the captain.
Yeah.
Let's hope this isn't the beginning of something bad. The thing is now is they have players, they still have Rashid another over and Nokia a couple more overs, and players that they feel they'll be able to get out. Just do their good balls. Whereas Markram and maybe Stubbs will be able to face those good balls. They feel like they can get Cox, they can get Marco Janssen. All of a sudden,
Game on.
now you're relying on a 15-run cameo from now Stubbs has to score the runs.
Yeah.
Starts chasing.
It's still only 23 runs.
It's the nerves of the final. That's the thing. Like 3 more boundaries.
Yeah.
And I think they're done.
Yeah.
But the boundaries have dried up. The last boundary was Markham 4 versus England at the last over. They haven't hit Rashid for a single boundary. He's got another over to go. He's looked like he's got 1 wicket. He deserves probably more. England's been landing it in an area.
Only 37 runs this tournament, eh?
Yeah, bro, he was horrible in the beginning of the tournament. He was making that's
interesting
that's why he got dropped, and then he came back because then he came back now on like a 6 roll because he was batting I think 4.
Yeah, it's interesting they put him in rather than Smuts, eh?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
would've
But I think because Smuts they changed Smuts with Rosington and Timber, so Smuts wasn't going to open. And if you're thinking of someone coming in at 6, Smuts is not like a 6. You're like no right there. Like he's not really a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably actually want Smuts there now.
Yeah,
Because you don't need much.
Yeah.
But you don't know that when you're going in. But you know in this tournament they've been able to change their starting. They put 13 players in, and then after the toss, you can change.
Yeah,
Quite cool.
Very interesting.
Drag down. Exactly what Cox would have wanted. That's going to be 4
Oh,
runs.
that's a great
That's
shot.
a bad ball for the over. I can definitely tell. You can see that.
Yeah.
Can't hide it, but yeah, a bit of a drag down from Ingram.
That's what you're saying about these part-time bowlers, is that they can have five great balls, but then is inevitably going to be one bad ball in the over, which will get punished.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a 4 on each of the overs. It's a good way to finish.
Another one.
Just a single, I think.
Okay, who are you going now? Back to Nokia.
Rashid.
Rashid for his
Shot
fourth.
again.
Has to be.
Finish him out. And
I think
18 runs.
if Rashid, imagine Rashid gets 2 wickets this over.
Yeah.
They're 6 down all of a sudden. Rashid, they're going to have to bring back. Oh, no.
Pollard bowled one.
he's bowled one.
Yeah, he bowled the second over.
No, he bought the first.
Yeah, I must bowled the first over.
They were first.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Man.
No, but I'm wondering why he isn't bowling. He went for 9, but it was 4 dot balls.
I remember the first over.
He
I
bowled a
remember,
couple wides.
was it Rosington who hit those 2 4s? Bam, bam. And then the single. But I don't remember who it was. Oh, they got Nisham. We've left out Nisham. That's why.
Yeah, this is
They've got a lot of bowlers.
Yeah.
Why did they have to make up? I felt like they were trying to get through Pretorius and Bosch's.
Yeah.
I don't think they needed to bring Mattel. Oh, I guess Pretorius, he actually did have a good first over. He only went for 7. And he went for 26. But even Bosch did not have a good first over.
No.
Go and change a bowler mid over.
Yeah.
Cannot do. Oh, Jimmy Neesham, like, Mr. Clutch, Mr. Game Changer. And they kept Rashid
They
off
brought him in late, eh? Like,
with 18 runs to get.
but they brought him in on 13th over. Like,
Oh, come on.
even
Fox.
if he were to bowl, like,
It's a drag down. It's a white ball.
Even if he were to bowl the rest
You
of
want
the
him
match,
bowling 4 overs.
yeah, he's going to bowl like 2 or 3 overs, yeah. Like even if they were chasing a proper total, a big total.
Also, like, I think with a
a bit
pitch
odd.
that's quite slow, like, it doesn't matter when you medium pace as much, I don't think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, these bowling selections have been a bit interesting.
Oh, good shot.
Over.
Good shot, man. There will be 2. Well done, Cox. First one a wide, second one come back for the 2.
15 or 41.
15 or 41. It's all about wickets. I'm so surprised they didn't bowl Rashid out. I mean, how good is that last over?
Yeah, no, surely they'll bowl him off.
Maybe they're going to bowl him
now.
now. So bring back England. Got the wicket. I doubt that.
Oh, surely SEC got it now. 15 runs to go.
Oh no! He's spooned
Why did I
it.
say that?
Who's got
He's
this?
out, James. Oh,
What did I just
Salt.
say? What did I just
James.
say?
Oh, Jimmy Neesham straight into the attack and a wicket. Jordan Cox.
I shouldn't say those things.
No. That's like with the one starts engraving the trophy. Surely they won it. It's not no sport. Sport does.
I just want them to win to badly the Eastern Cape.
Clearly.
You're gonna have to do yourself really you're gonna have to really shoot yourself in the foot to lose a match with 15 runs.
No,
Like,
it's
it's possible. It's possible. But
It's been done before.
yeah. I mean,
Look, I mean,
5 down now.
What is the team in the Big Bash that got bowled out for 50?
That's true.
The Sydney Thunder, I think it
Yeah,
was.
I was
Yeah.
stupid earlier this year. Yes, he's talking. Okay, these two, the young guns, the men who went for big money. It doesn't matter what your price tag is. If you win the tournament, people don't care about that.
Yeah.
Come on. The massive from Neesham. Let's knock it on. Who's in next? Rudolph.
It'll be
Vincent Sander.
or Cast.
Vincent Sander.
Cute.
Quite a long ball.
We went up to 38 votes, and there's definitely the Pretoria Capitals or the Sunrisers haven't gone up significantly more. So it must have been a Pretoria Capitals vote somewhere recently.
Yeah.
These guys know what's up. Let's check who's in next. I think it's Cast.
Yeah, Cast.
No, I'm
Rudolph.
Rudolph next. I was Rudolph next, bro. That guy is so gutsy that
They got Rudolph, Cast, Sasanda, Bartman.
Barton can't hold the best. But the rest of them are okay. There's something Barton to do. I really.
I wouldn't open with him. No.
He's not like a Joe Coutinho where you
No.
go into. Yeah, the fans are going crazy. I think there's definitely they are on it now. You just feel those dot balls now have pressure to them. They shouldn't. There's so many balls to go.
But folks, this wicket has just shown how good that innings from Rossington was.
Yeah,
this is-
exactly.
No one's got over 20 runs again. Okay, 22.
No one's got over like no one's got everyone's got in the 20s, low 20s.
Yeah.
I think Mark's got in at 26 or just over that. But like it's been hard to kick on. Like it's slow. Again, he was through the shot earlier there, Jordan Cox. Oh, great. No, I thought he was going to no run there. That mattered. A run out would have Capitals would have gone ballistic.
Yeah, then he would have the
Thing is, you just know their full salt is in their ear. They're chatting. They're loud, and you should be. I mean, this is going to be like this is 3 runs off the over so far, 2 to come still. They just absorb the pressure a little bit. Like I think both know they can bat. It's like the thing is, they still have enough. Just blocks it.
You need to run every 3 balls. A run every 2.5 balls.
Them is just like 2 boundaries.
Yeah.
If they get 2 boundaries, they'll win the game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but as you said there as well, just like they don't, I don't know, they actually go 2 runs and over now.
But I don't think you want to, because the more you face, the more chance you're going to get a Jaffa. Because they still have Rashid, they still have Neesham, they still have Nokia.
Yeah,
they still have
also,
Parnell.
what I'm saying in the sense, like
They don't just hang around for the bat.
yeah,
For the
but
good
they don't
balls.
do what Cox did and go for the big one.
Oh, well done.
They must just do like
They're going to be the straight ball. And then just also remember that the Capitals are going to look for wicket taking. And again, that means they're going to drag it down the other side just like that. So they end up with the single for Marco Janssen. 14 overs gone. 1-2-2 for 5. 14 required. 36 balls. Just do that. Punch it 1s and 2s. Like a 4 now, even a 6 is going to hurt them. A 6 and the game's almost done.
Yeah.
You'd hope.
No, you're right. Yeah, you would hope.
So who's it now? Who are you bowling? Rashid.
Have to, bro. or Ingram or Rousseau.
Andre.
Or Andre.
Wayne comes back. Although they've got too many bowling options.
I think you want Unrich when Oaks are shaking their boots. I think these will be okay. They face him in the net.
I don't know, Stubbs has been not great.
He hasn't been great against the fast ball.
But also look at Adil there. Like he's got 1 off 11
But
after 3.
But also, I don't.
It's a spinner.
Yeah.
Dude.
No. Not. He's gone for the reverse sweep pad. Nothing there though. See, I don't think Janssen plays spin as well as he does pace though.
Yeah, true.
I think this is a great option here on Capitals.
And
I think Rashid on again. If he gets 2 wickets, it's over. You just have a nervous batsman coming in. Anything can happen. It's a googly, and he's done well. He's waited for it deep in his crease, just a single.
Very well done.
Stubbs. I reckon Stubbs is
I'm
gonna
nervous
do it.
now. I'm
Oh,
nervous
it's my
now.
heart rate, bro. You guys have got smart watches. What are we clocking it at?
Doesn't the one measure now? It's 80.
80.
Yeah.
That's my I reckon it's about 100.
Hold on.
Got to the pitch of it.
Just singles of Rashid. Don't go after him. Don't go after him. Okay, then voting Nokia next, and then Nokia's done as well.
Again, all 3.
Yeah, he's got 3.
Waited
well
for that
waited.
nicely. Well done. And good single as well.
Yeah, I take the strike.
You need 2 of them over.
Yeah. 12:32. I mean, if they had that 150 here, another 15 runs here. Yeah, you can just sense the tension. They're nervous. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, hey! Oh, what running. Hold on, stop. I think what thing is
Did
missing
the
leg.
brain not even try to catch that in case it came okay.
I didn't know you were upstairs with that.
I thought that was closer than they made it out to be.
They
Do
just
you think he
tried.
nicked it?
No, it was a.
That's biased.
Was missing legs? You reckon? Hi.
I
He
actually
is a tall bloke.
maybe missing leg,
Yeah,
man.
it's going down, yeah.
I mean, he did not pick the googly.
No.
Okay. 11 required of 31. Last ball of Rashid's tournament, essentially. All done, all delta. There we go. 3 from the over. I mean, that's great voting, Rashid. 4 overs for 13.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Timeout here?
There's a strategy break. No, I think we have one more over. I think it's 16. What's happening? No. Oh, they're showing the trophy. I think it's going to be, it could be done this over.
If Stubbs on strike, yeah.
I think we're going to see a boundary. If there's a boundary this over, I think it's going to be done this over. If there's a wicket, I think they're going to be, if there's one more wicket, if there's one wicket, I think they're going to be 2 more. We're going to get to like 8 down.
Yeah.
We're doing Jimmy back to the attack here.
I think so. And then you bring on Anup the other side. Or you bring Anup now. Actually, I think you bring Anup now. And then Jimmy other side. Or I don't know. It depends on the side. If Anup wants a certain side. But at this stage, with 11 runs,
Yeah.
as we've always said, spot wickets. Like, who is it going to be? Yeah, Andres Norkia, the man.
Man himself.
We're at the wickets. Another dot ball hits the pads. He could have easily just tucked that away for a single there. It was a bit loose. Yeah, the good players are just knocking that down, getting 1 or 2. Oh, Ruloff doesn't want to do that.
My brother Paul's watching and he commented, "You guys are better than KP." Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Paul, you need to comment here, bro, for the algorithm. Oh, see what you can do here. Anrich Janssen, compatriots in green gold. The Chinese cut almost down to fine leg. Could have easily been chopped on.
It's 2 very straight balls.
Very straight, and you have to attack the wickets.
Yeah.
Stubbs actually often has that bit of a gap between bat and pad, though, I feel.
He does.
Which could be bad for this type of bowling.
Top of off, eh? One of those balls. Yeah, unless Nokia takes 2 wickets now, hey? The
Biggest-
Ruler's got it. The Ruler's
Yeah.
got most wickets.
Yeah. Do you give him player of the tournament?
Rudolph, I think with the performance in the final,
Yeah.
It's
It's between him and Rossington.
I think so.
not good. Right?
No, I wouldn't. I'm saying
No,
player of the match. I think it's Ross. He's in the player of the
I think he
match.
could still go tournament. I think he could still even give it to Andre. It's hard to now argue with 2 more wickets.
I'd be. He took 4 for 31 in the final,
Yeah.
and he's a leading wicket taker. I mean, come
And
on.
played 2
Actually,
games.
I don't know, bro. Who would you give it to now? Would you give it to Rudolph or to Rossington? Because
What,
Rudolph
tournament?
no match.
Oh,
Oh! What a catch! Stubbs is out!
Nisha.
Oh,
it had
it
to
was
be
Nisha.
It had to be
A
Nisha.
one-handed grab. What a take. Leading edge to short cover. The match is not done, and the player of the tournament's not done, and the player of the match is not done. Oh, it's so quick.
Dan does not sing
No.
until.
Oh, Jim.
It had to be Nisha.
No, give him player of the
Much
tournament.
hard.
Jeepers, that's a good take, bro. Can this like drop catches? I think they need to find like sticky tape
Yeah.
on his fingers.
Jeez, that's a grab.
Right.
Sure.
See the reaction waiting for it. Oh, wow. That is. Who is it? Rudolph.
Yeah.
Yes, man. He has 3 more balls.
Oh, that's awesome.
Top catch.
My word.
It had to be.
Bro, I told you, he influences the game. No matter what. He's just a big time
We've
player.
got any more votes here. We've got some more capitals. There's another Sunrise Eastern Cape
Yeah.
vote. Okay, guys.
Yo.
I mean, I'm
What's your heart rate at?
It won't change. 77.
You more calm, bro.
It doesn't.
Because Rudolph's coming in.
Yeah. No, I know he's getting.
But your heart rate doesn't change, eh?
No, it won't change for that. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
James didn't get excited by much.
We'll see it once it's won.
Yeah.
If SEC wins. Oh. This is quality though. Exactly what you wanted in the final. No one wanted it to run.
No, of course
We've
not.
got some costs on our screen here.
Okay.
Let's see if he.
I would have thought Rudolph, but Castle, he's a big boy.
Rudolph wasn't looking too excited to go in bat.
No.
But he was sitting down when he was there. That was after the wicket. So I don't know if he will come
I think
in.
they've got the timeout now. I think
Oh,
they've-
maybe they
Is it
doubled up on
timeouts?
timeouts.
It's
Timeout.
Okay, so 10 runs, 27 balls.
And it's not the 27 balls. It's not the 27 balls. That's the problem. It's 4 wickets. Oh, stress.
Yeah, I must say I was feeling very confident about.
When Markram and Stubbs were in.
Yeah, things changed quite quickly. Yeah.
That's it, bro. You just don't know what can happen. If Pretoria win this, it'll be
Oh,
incredible.
100%.
You can't argue that then they completely deserve it as well.
Well, yeah.
I guess any team that wins it, you can't really argue it's a final.
Yeah.
But
Okay, there we are.
they're each on 20.
Anas and Rudolph.
I don't know why, but I still have a leniency for Nokia. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
me
because
too.
Rudolph kicked us out of the T20 World Cup a couple months ago. Still haven't forgiven him. Even Bosch, bro, 15 wickets. That's also a big contribution there.
Young Gerald over there.
Gerald clocking numbers. He's fast.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 more balls to go. Cast is in. Oh, he's fiddling with it. He didn't get close to that.
What speed are we looking at here?
I think that was a slow ball. Yeah, 137 slow ball. You know how it goes. Cast is in. Just through the shot.
Really, it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, there's a bit of it brings it. Just oh, it's such a good grab.
He's a meter off the floor at full extension.
Look at him. He just
have a little grin.
he looks like a kid who's just like taking the catch that he's been trying to practice for so long. That's a thing of art.
Put him in the Betway, catch it to million. Surely.
Wow. Well done. Keep it out. Yeah, just block him out. 1 more ball. Then Rashid and Nokia, the 2 best bowlers, are done. I think they'll bring Bosch back after this. With is it a corner? Maybe Parnell hurt himself.
Yeah, Nisham.
Nisham definitely. I think this next over.
Do you want to bowl him with spin and then you're stick with pace?
Look at you see that all those wicket balls that are in the 150 zone.
Yeah. Fast.
Look at that.
That's scary. That's not what you want to see.
And apparently he's the nicest guy ever.
I
Just
can
like the
imagine.
most
him.
vicious
The
ball.
most likable guy ever. Oh, wide.
That's
Well,
right.
well done. No bias here.
We actually wanted it. They wanted an extra ball being bowled.
Yeah. That was the ball that Fox went out to. Was that this over?
No, it's last over. Parnell must have injured himself. For that ball. I mean, he's bowled one with the 16, and he's been bowling really well. So I mean, he must have injured himself. Gave himself a test run with the first over, and then had to pull out.
Again, that over from Pretoria has just hurt them. Or give it a wide. Just at his head, and he just gets out the way, as sensible as that is. Okay, brings it in. 16 overs gone. They brought it to the 16th over. They're deep. 4 wickets to go. With every wicket they get, you feel like they're going to get more. And that's it, though. Look here. That's quality as well. 5 and over,
So
2 for 21.
So he is one down, hey, from leading wicket taken out.
No, he's equal.
Is he equal?
They're equal.
Okay.
Both on 20. Massive campaigns for them. Yeah. I mean, this is what the
There you go.
spectators wanted. Why they got rid of a top with fundamental? Maybe, I don't know.
Or the economy, maybe go with the economy or something.
Games.
Oh, you played one each game.
Yes.
Average.
I think my kids average is better though. Because there was a game where fundamental went for runs. He went for like 40 without taking a wicket. It's not about wickets now, fundamental. Or Nokia, because they cannot. Jimmy Neesham.
Continuing to his
The
third.
match changer. He's batting outside leg. Oh, give himself
Shot
room.
match.
Is it 4? That's huge.
That's massive.
5 runs to win now.
Mark
They've been
Jansen
waiting for
with
that.
a cool head.
Yeah. Yes, he was batting outside leg there though. Eh?
Yeah.
He was just saying, bowl my wickets.
I dare you.
Bowl my wickets. I back my cover drive.
Check him. He's so calm.
On leg
He
stump.
took off. It was way out there.
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah, it's very good. On the up. It's weirdly wristy. Oh, he's gone up. Is there someone out there? Is it a 6?
Six.
Yes!
They've done it.
What a campaign.
Come on.
SEC. Yes, man. As they call him, Plunk. Actually, another one. What a cover drive to win it. Gosh, there were some nerves there, though. What a final. What a way to finish. The inaugural SA20, you would have the odds of them winning were very low. You weren't having people predict them to win.
No,
That's big underdogs. There was a point where they barely made it out. I think they were equal on points on the Durban Super Giants, and they only got through because of run rate.
Yeah.
That was the Paul Royals. They ended up.
No, but they were as well. They were also
SEC,
equal on points.
SEC.
They were all on like 19 points.
Yes.
I think ACC might have been on 20. Maybe
SEC
one more.
came second. Like they came second of everyone.
Yes, but there were like lots of people in that.
Yeah,
middle
like
bracket.
19 points, but I think
Yeah.
SEC was a
They
bit higher.
definitely do not have like their team ranked to other teams.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
but they'd play
you've got
rock at the right
Barton.
time.
You got like Barton as your clutch player. Like that's just
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
bizarre. Like you wouldn't expect them to win with their squad. But
I think it's like their lesser players, if you can say that, almost spot like made the difference there. Bartman, great spell. Like in talking from a bowling perspective, Markram, great spell.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know if there were any of their bowlers who had a bad game.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? They
Cox
picked up
was
wickets.
disappointing throughout.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone else and Timber, I suppose. But
But
everyone else.
Cox, if anything, he played a good role in getting them to the final. He
Yeah.
scored like a 20 of 10, which could have proved to be the
Yeah.
difference. So
But
like everyone had a great campaign, but just in different
Everyone
parts.
pulled their weight.
No, like even Timber, like it's not very wasn't the best show, but like his 2 knocks, one of 50, one of like 35 or something. Also big games. They won both those games, I'm pretty sure. So as I said, like you just need a couple people to chip in. They're ready to do it.
Capitals, they'll be bummed. They
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, they had it ready.
Just stick it
Oh,
on.
maybe they're just done it, engraved it, and now they stick it on. To be the first name on the trophy, though, is
quite
huge.
good,
Eh? Monkeys off the back, and they haven't even had to wait. That's so cool.
I think Capitals will be pretty bummed. They were so good throughout the season.
They were so good
They
throughout
were
the season,
dominant.
yeah.
Just didn't rock up for this game. Or it
Yeah.
was just probably, I guess, that pitch in the first innings was just,
Yeah, well, it
Maybe
proved to be
the
massive
conditions
to bowl first.
yeah.
But
Big
Rosington's
possible.
not just showed
100%.
how
Yeah.
difficult this pitch
Everyone
was.
else was so nervous. Like
Yeah.
the rest of them showed like they were playing in a final, except like Herman and Rossington.
Yeah.
They just
So
took,
they
took
did
the sword there.
well,
We said someone scored 60.
full complete.
Those that voted Eastern Cape, well done, you're correct.
Okay, 77% of you are incredibly smart.
Okay. Man of match, man of series. Now that it's completed, Daniel.
Matt Rosington.
Rosington has to be.
Rosington.
Yeah.
Series because they won. John Rudolph. I don't know. I want to say Nokia still somehow. I don't know, but I mean he's been insane.
I might even say Markham.
Also, like Markham, I think he's also been
He's
winning
up there.
captain plus
Do you give
third
it-
highest runs.
Second or third now because of
And they got like a
the ranks
26.
now.
Yeah.
So like he's either second or third now. Yeah.
Let's see.
Just give it a refresh.
Most wickets. Yeah, most runs. Yeah, but that brings an end to a very good first. Oh, what a shot! Hey, out of the middle.
Oh no, he's still third there.
Okay,
Just
still
by 3
third.
runs. By 3 runs there.
Okay, I mean still at an average of 33, but to be fair, the other ones had an average of 41 and 39.
Yeah.
He is captain.
He got them through the thing.
The series.
Go on, Marco Janssen. Deep in his crease. Give himself room and piles your on empty. Okay. Oaks, that was phenomenal.
I'm keen for next year.
Well done.
What am I going to do with my afternoons now?
Thank you Forever Sports watchers for chiming in. Only for 101 minutes, quite a quick final.
No, it's been like that for a while.
Okay, never mind.
Been
But
two.
yeah,
I can guarantee it's longer than that.
okay. I've lost sense of time. But yeah, I think we are gonna clock out soon. I guess you can let us know when you or your opinions on who you thought would be the player of the tournament. And yeah, we'll definitely be here for next season alongside one another. Cool. I hope you guys have a blessed afternoon.
Nico.